What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. It is May 26, 2024, and we are here. Hope you're all having a great weekend. And I appreciate y'all joining me today for an open discussion. Whatever we talk about, we talk about. I don't usually do Sundays, but here we is together again. Thank you for being here. So the topic is, it is what it is, it is what it is, it is what it is. We will figure it out when we do it. I'll see y'all in a minute. Let's get this show on the road. Here we go. Here we go. What it is, what it do, what's going on with you? What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining me. Much appreciated, as always. Hope you're all having a great day. Oh, it's Sunday, it's Sunday, it's Sunday. And thank you guys for joining me. Let's see what we got here. See if I still got. Let me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Oof. All right. This is not good. The cornball is here.
You or me?
Me,
Well,
you know,
that's
I
rich.
doing my magic tricks and shit like that.
I'm just saying that's rich coming from someone who can't even spell please right.
Damn. Already laying into it. Just got here.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it.
Did he lock up?
Diego, you there? Oh. Oh, I'm on the silent treatment now. Okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
I like that ring though. That's pretty dope.
So, everybody, welcome. Thank you to all you kind and amazing people in the chat. It's wonderful to have you here today. Appreciate you very much on this Sunday. Kind of a holiday today. Some people do it today. Some people do it tomorrow. Some people did it yesterday. I don't know. It is what it is. I hope you guys are being safe, whatever you're doing, and enjoying yourselves on this weekend. Hopefully, most everybody here that does have jobs, you don't have to go back tomorrow because it's a holiday. So please enjoy it and be safe if you will. Yes, by the way, I want to throw something out before we do anything, even before I recognize anybody. So everybody knows that Duchess has been doing the running the Billboard stuff. Mind of Monsters has been doing her version of it too on her side of things. I think she just popped in here actually. I'll get everybody that's in here in a minute, but Clue and Cletus have stated that they're going to. Dutchie has to take a little break. She's got some things she's dealing with, so they said that they were going to kind of pick up while she's out to handle some of that stuff, and would match up to dollar per dollar, I believe it was up to $1,000, folks, to go towards these billboards for Sebastian. So if anybody, I'm sure she'll put up information for that. I just wanted to get everybody's mindset on that scenario right now. If anybody wants to handle or put anything towards that, like I said, she'll put up info and stuff like that so they can have that handled. I want to thank you guys for doing that. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, 90 days have gone by, and to hear that, Duchess needed to offload it, and I'm just kind of like, it's 90 days have come and gone since he went missing. Today is the 91st day, right? And it's like, to me, we need to come together and make a big push, and
Yeah.
you try one just huge, as big of a push as we can to try to make an impact, because it's been too damn long.
Yeah.
And too much drama and all that, and it's we just need to get a cause together to do something other than set and tear everybody apart.
And for those of us that are behind this, exactly, we need to pull together and push, as he's saying, and make something happen. 3 full months, you guys. 3 full months. It's too long. I'm sorry. Yeah, we need to. Agreed. Arctic Box is in here. Let me check out who's all here with us first, and then we'll get to that stuff. Golf Inspector, thank you so much for joining us today. Arctic Box, brother, good to see you. Debbie Clark, welcome back, my dear. Joanne, thank you for joining us today. As always me. Good to see you. Lisa Mounts, Butterfly 71, much appreciated. JC Ann, welcome, darling. Ooh. Mama Bear tried to scare somebody. Noni McPoppins, welcome back to you. Barbara Hall, hello. Sorceress, welcome back to you. Sammy Reeser, hey. Carly Ray Savage, what's going on? Great to have you back. Speaking of, Mind of Monsters is in the house. Everybody, hello, Mom. Good to see you. Kelly Kells, what's going on, Kelly? Good to see you today. Leo, welcome back. Good to see you. Jenny's Creative Studio. Great to have you here. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. Miss Sherry, Wisdom Speaks. Thank you for joining us today. Andy Rose. Hello, darling. Good to see you. Odin Girl. Good to have you back. Jeff H. Good to see you, bro. April Wine. Welcome back to you. Thank you for joining us today. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Tammy Polly. Great to have you here. Great to see you. Sorceress. Great to have you in the house. Miss Kimber, hello. Thank you for joining us today, Miss Kimber. Great to see you. Phenomena. Phenomena. Marion Tate, welcome back to you. Let me see. Barbara Hall. Hello, Miss Barbara. Great to see you today. No shit, Sherlock. Welcome back to you. Blue Bunker. Welcome to you. There's my Doodle Bug. Welcome, Doodle. Good to have you here, dear. Thank you for joining us. I know, guys, yesterday was a long day, and so much to process, so much to unpack. So thank you guys for those of you that lasted through the whole thing. God bless. That's all I can say. Laura Woodhams, welcome back to you. Good to have you here. Good to see you. Nina B, thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. Excuse me. Let's see. Hey, Groot, what's going on with you? Rose in the house. Welcome back to you, Ro. Great to have you here. Miss Carolyn Miller, hello. I sound that one. Pammy B, welcome back to you. Mama Bear in the chat and on the panel with us. Multiple personalities, I guess. Let's see. Straight Talker, what's going on with you? Good to see you. Carl Ferguson, Jaguars Hooligan, BFH Media, welcome back to you. Michael 007's in the house. Mike Alexander, hello. How are you? It's great to see the new faces. Guys, I got some exciting news coming. Annie Ruler, hola, and welcome to you. That's right, Michael. 3 months 3 months. It's insanity. I'm sorry. Too long. Too long. Too long. Too long. And the weird thing is, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Green Eye Girl, welcome. Good to have you here. New to the channel. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. And guys, please make sure you're welcoming everybody that's new with open arms as we do and make them feel comfortable and at home if you can. Bobby Old Dude, welcome back, brother. Good to see you today. El Bariqua, Sunday with Dago. That's right. Miss Kimber, I saw you. I saw you. Jojo Canuck, welcome back to you. Hey, have a beer, eh? I think I got almost everybody. I think. Let me see here. Show. Tech Death Hippie, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Miss Pammy P, I did see you. I think I got everybody. Teresa S, welcome back. What are you doing, weirdo?
I didn't do anything.
You're a liar. Jack Ebling, welcome back to you. I don't believe you. Always doing that weird stuff in the background over there. All right, guys. I think I got everybody. And if I didn't get you, I will catch up with you. I promise. Thank you for being here with us today. Appreciate you very much. For those of y'all that don't know, it's coming quick, guys. It really is. I was checking things today, and it looks to me, hold on. Let me go double because it seems to be changing by the moment. We are at 9,071 subscribers for this tiny little channel here. We're just barely 30 off from hitting 10K. That is so awesome, guys. I am super excited and appreciative, and I cannot wait. And I appreciate every one of you guys for making that happen here, because if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't happen. And I also got to thank other creators that have put my name out there. Cletus, Mind of Monsters, Duchess, Arctic Fox, Doodlebug, Molly, any other channels that have put my name out there. God bless. I absolutely appreciate you more than you guys know, because it wouldn't have happened without all of you guys doing what you've done to help me do what I've done. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody. So let's see here. Charlotte Sank, welcome back to you. Good to see you today. Jack Ebling. I thought somebody else popped in here. Lisa Vallejo, hello. We got 117 peeps in here. And hold up. Wait a minute. Where did it go? And there's no specific topic, guys. We're just here because it's Sunday and we can be. And I like hanging with you peeps. All of y'all peeps. We only got 64 likes. What is going on with that? Come on now. Let's do something. Something. Pretend like you like me for like 2 hours. Please. Hit that little button. Make something happen. Let me see. Show. Noni McPoppins, welcome back to you. Cara Bree, great to see you today. Also. Who are you? Who? 12. Ciao. Mdamo, welcome to you, my friend. Tiamo. To all of you. Tiamo. You gonna speak, Clue?
What?
You gonna speak?
Rough.
Good girl. Here, let me get treat. Come on.
No.
I'll throw a chair at you. New chair. That's a treat for you. A couch. Something from Amazon. Send you an Amazon gift card. That's a treat for you.
I have one.
Debbie Clark, welcome back to you. Great to see you today. By the way, again, guys, yesterday, everybody that hung with us yesterday, I know we started off with quite a few people and ended up with just a handful. Listen, guys, it was an 8-hour show.
9.
9. So I was going to stick in my head like, wait, no, it was longer than that. It was long. That was a long story, a lot to unpack, a lot. Okay. And thank you again, Mandy, for coming in here, trusting us, and being strong enough to tell your story. Jared, both of you, thank you. I appreciate all that very much, as does everybody else that was in chat. Thank you. And it's going to take me a while to pull everything apart. She sent me receipts on everything. There's no way in hell I'm going to look through all that in one day. So it is what it is. But there's a lot of it I've seen. But thank you guys for supporting that. Every one of you guys, I really appreciate it very much. Mama Bear, thank you for jumping up here for with us for a while till we went way past your bedtime. Mom, appreciate you. Truth was up here too. I appreciate that very much. So thank you guys, all of you guys. I appreciate you very much. I think Clue should kick my butt. Why are you putting my name on things?
I ain't doing nothing. You got your name on it.
Oh. See, this is what happens. This is what happens during the weekend when she doesn't have to work. She gets all like...
I type over here and it shows up my name, see?
She's such a liar. She has more access to shit than I do, you guys. She's lying to you.
I would never.
Show your face.
No, my hair's not.
Show your face. Show your face, because you know I can tell. Show your face. Lies. Lies.
Whatever. Call me a liar. Where'd it go?
Lies, 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 lies.
Whatever. I don't lie.
I bet you guys, if she showed her face, you all could pick it out. You could all pick it out. She ain't as innocent as you guys think she is, by the way.
I showed my face.
You did show her face.
Just when? When?
Probably when you stepped away from your computer. Like
Probably.
you always do.
I didn't step anywhere. I turned and looked to the right because my grandchild ran behind. Oh, there it is. She's lying. Look at it.
See, that would have been his opportunity to plug himself, and without I was paying attention to the chat, not her.
Right.
Well, we all know what he really did was took a 30-second power nap.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Yeah, he good for that.
See, he's on round 2 right now. He's sleeping again.
Uh-huh.
No, it's because my family is constantly around me when I'm doing these things, and I have to constantly stop and talk to them. So
that was scary.
No napping, okay?
I know.
Uh-huh,
I know it was thunder. I'm sitting right here, but it was still scary.
She's afraid of thunder, but nothing else, folks.
Yeah, when it thunders, she always.
No, she's scared of sinkholes.
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks for that.
When
Mama
thunders, she literally jumps out of the seat and goes, "Ooh!" every time. Ooh.
How'd that go?
Ooh.
One more time.
Ooh.
I know. I have like the weakest scare cry.
Welcome.
Hey,
Kimba.
you guys got some massive storms going on down there.
Oh, yeah. I guess we got some in Ohio somewhere too. Hopefully they stay away from here today. We haven't had enough. Welcome, Tomboy.
And I blew through here real quick and was gone. So
really, Tomboy? Everybody's a comedian. Everybody's a comedian. Mama Bear doesn't lie. Really, Ro? Wow, you got everybody snowed, don't you?
No.
Yes, you do. I don't need a drool cloth. I'm good. I have my own drool cloth. Debbie Clark went to the grocery store today. Oh my gosh, they had homemade fudge. I bought Death by Chocolate and strawberry cream. Have not tried them yet. Why are you teasing us, Debbie?
Right?
I'm
God.
fudge. I'm about to get the stuff right. And I'm glad you said that, honey. I want to make some fudge. I'm about to add it to my order.
My wife made her dessert today called she named it Death by Chocolate. Y'all, you're about to see one happy fat boy today. I'm telling you right now. I don't eat this shit very often because I can't. It'll throw me into diabetic coma or some shit. But I'm telling you, she takes brownies.
Ah,
She makes homemade brownies first of all, and then she crumbles them up in the bottom of the pan. Then chocolate pudding and puts that in the top, and like on top of it, and then does it again, and then does it again. And in between there, she crushes up Reese cups, whole Reese cups, and then she puts whipped cream on top of it. Nope.
Sounds too sweet for me.
Nope. No, it's actually not because the Reese's give a kick, like a little salty thing to it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, the first time I had it, I think I asked her to marry me then. Andy Rose, good to see you, dear.
what?
It'll be bad tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
This is going to go on all night?
Well, there's going to be another round of it about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight.
I hear the thunder. I hear the thunder in the background. I hear it. You okay,
Dude,
Cliff?
yeah, let me tell you something. Night before last, I swear. So remember, I got down because fiance wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
it was the like paranormal thing that you were doing Friday.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I got down because he was feeling like crap. And like literally, our daughter comes into the bedroom at like 2 o'clock in the morning and she was like, I see her walking with her little phone flashlight and she's like, "Did you hear that thunder?" And I'm like, "Yeah, girl." I mean, it was so loud. So I made her like lay down with me for a second. I'm like, "Here, lay down."
Uh-huh.
And I cuddled her for a minute. I'm not kidding you. While that thunder was going on outside, dude, it was so loud and so bassy. It was like, not joking. The windows started rattling and the bed was vibrating. I'm not kidding you. I was like, I have never in my life heard thunder like this ever.
We had it the same night. And I sit my well, it's about to be flipped around. You guys will see that eventually. My desk, I'm facing my camera, my computer this way, and I have a window right here, which used to wash me completely out. But right outside that window is my backyard. Welcome, Beth. Raquel, thank you for joining us. Okay, so that night, thank God I was camera down. It was during that video. We
Arctic.
I wasn't gonna say a word, but hey, good call, Arctic. Jesus.
Would you
So,
No, they were talking about the thunder being like, dude, I'm dead serious. Like, I have never, ever been in a storm like that. And y'all know I'm old.
well, we had electrical that you know the difference between like an electrical storm and a storm, just like a regular thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Ours was an electrical storm. We had a crack of lightning so bad. I jumped straight up out of the chair and I almost pissed on myself. I'm not lying. And it sounded like it was literally right outside my window. It was that loud and that close. My whole house shook.
I
got
like
up
electrical storms. They're cool to watch.
only as long as they're not hitting the ground. I ran out my back door here to see if a tree was on fire. It hit. It's swear to God, it hit right back here. Skirt me. It skirt the shit out of me. Literally. Nasty, nasty lightning. Moni in the middle. Where's she at? She's in the middle. I see you. Welcome. Yes, don't. I can't ever eat brownies out of a box again, ever.
A Brox.
First time, not a box, a box mouth. You don't know how to whisper either, by the way.
Yeah, your microphone is sensitive as shit on that phone.
Right.
No.
I hear lots of things. Mm-hmm. My neighbor did 2014. Right down the middle. Correct. Split. We just
And then
finished
last spring, you had like several storms come through, and there was like
a tree, a giant 150-year-old pine tree that's split in half? Yes.
Yeah, it was blocking the road and all
Oh
kinds of
yeah.
stuff.
That's the problem that I get nervous about back here because I'm back in the back, like BFE and the sticks type stuff. And I'm surrounded by like 300 trees, big ass old Sherwood forest trees. Okay. And they're leaning. So I'm petrified one of these times, one of these trees is going to come down and I'm going to be sitting outside. So
In a storm?
when it takes my house down, yeah. I'm telling you, I'll do a live one time from outside and show you guys the trees that surround me. That's where the Mothman lives, back in one of them. Or whatever this thing is that lives in my backyard. Let me see. Did anybody else jump in here? I don't see any birdie. Alert. Peanut butter and Cairo syrup. Oh, what? Peanut butter and Cairo syrup. That would be sticky and really sweet, I would think.
Planters and jam. I'm telling you.
Planters and jam.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Y'all, stop.
I love it. I love it. I do. Let's see here. Let me try. Planters and jam. Do it, Cletus. You can write one.
Oh Lord.
Write a song. Planters and jam.
As soon as I get done stuffing my fat ass mouth with this bread, I'm going to.
Bingo. Planters and jam. Bananas and peanut. My wife makes sandwiches with that. Or no. She's done that too. Bananas and peanut butter. She also makes the grossest shit I've ever seen in my life. And says it's good. Banana with mayonnaise sandwiches.
Ugh.
No.
That's
Nope.
some country stuff right there, boy.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%. Alabama, she is. Welcome, Jen Rebel. Sloppy Joe. Don't be doing that, Jaguars. I had to grow up with that my whole life. I'm just teasing. I don't care. That was my nickname as a child, of course.
It should still be your nickname.
Nobody was asking you, and stop your laughing, fool.
Hmm.
The mayo, not with bananas, Kara. That's just gross. That's your mom.
Peanut butter and dill pickles?
Ugh.
Ew. What? No. Who said that? That is just caca. Wendy Blank. Peanut butter and kosher dill pickles is my.
You ever heard that song by Cadillac Don? Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. Oh my God, I love that song.
Dago, bro.
What?
Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys.
I ain't never seen that. Heard that.
It's a great song.
What in God's name is wrong with y'all? You're gonna ruin food for me. I know someone who eats hamburger dills on spaghetti. What the hell? Are they pregnant?
Great.
Eggs and pickle juice. I mean, I can do that one. I make my own pickled eggs, but love me some pickled eggs. Bananas, peanut butter, and mayo. She does that too, Kara. Ugh. See? No.
This is why I can't live up north. Y'all weird.
Hey, Kat. Welcome.
Yeah.
What'd you say there, Andy? Andy said, y'all need to try grilled peanut butter, banana, and Nutella. Now, see, that don't sound that bad, but I'm not a big fan of Nutella. Calm down, Clue. I know you are. Maybe if you take the banana out of it, maybe. I've done grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Those are good.
She sat here and found herself on Nutella and strawberries.
Yes, I have to have the strawberries, though. I can't just eat Nutella.
My daughter's the same way. The one I just walked through. She buys Nutella in these things like this and just sits with a damn spoon, and that's it.
Oh. No, I got to have the sour from the strawberries.
That doesn't sound bad, you know, because of what Nutella is.
Oh,
Okay.
don't try it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it.
How can you not? I don't know. I've never been into it. By the way, Golf, you did a great show the other night. I'm sorry I wasn't there, but you did a great job. A very, very good job. You got a great thing going there. So, blue egg sandwich. What are you guys talking about? What is that? Okay, so you're allowed to have your wife, your banana, peanut butter, and whatever mayonnaise sandwich. Brandy, tell me you didn't hear me.
She's gonna smack him.
Brandy Marie,
What?
come here.
What?
That sandwich thing that you make, was it banana, peanut butter, mayonnaise, or what is it?
The what?
That sandwich you made that made me sick.
Oh, it made you sick.
It's gross.
It's not gross. It's amazing. Your flavor profile is fucked.
You know what? It's gross.
It's not gross. You're gross. Anyway, it's chopped up lettuce, chopped up salami, pepperoni, whatever kind of meats you want to use.
Whoa. Wrong sandwich. You made a banana and mayonnaise sandwich.
Oh, that's from my childhood, and that's a southern thing. You wouldn't know nothing about it.
Told you.
It's just sliced. You take your bananas and you cut them in half, and then you cut them lengthwise, and you put mayonnaise on your bread, and you eat it. That's all it is. Elvis sandwich with a banana and bacon sandwich. Don't come for me.
Who?
Elvis.
Well, we ain't Elvis.
Well,
That's probably why it happened.
mhm.
And my profile is not what you said.
What?
I eat all your other food.
No, after you bitch about it, how many times we go to a restaurant and I order something and you say, ooh, that's gross. Then you eat yours and you're not happy. And I say, try a bite of mine. You're like, damn, that's good. And I'm like, you should have listened to me.
So,
That's marriage. I love you.
whatever. Wiggle your little ass away. Anyway, what is a blue egg sandwich? Somebody please, do you like dye the eggs or something? Because that just sounds scary. Pineapple and mayo. You guys are strange. Fried bananas. That's different, Kel. Whatever. Dandelion jelly and peanut. But what? No. I did a 30-minute stream on mental health this morning. Some of these foods combos got me. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. And you need a lot more than 30 minutes. That's for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I could spend 3 days on another creator I know alone. Anyway, we ain't gonna go there.
Oh,
It's me.
I heard that through my headphones. The thunder. That was loud.
Yeah. Then you hear her little, ooh. Homemade jalapeno jelly with, oh, yes, that is good. We get that made all the time. Jalapeno jelly. Cream cheese. Love it. Love it. Moni,
Sure, Moni.
I don't know if I believe that. Let's see. I'm skirt. Lort. Let's see, Moni. What is this?
I'm sorry, Tomboy. Did you literally say you've never had ketchup?
I was just reading that.
No, that's not true. That can't be true. It's in gravy with hot sauce. Hell yeah, Lisa. That's one good thing I'll tell you guys. It's not the reason why we stayed together for 23 years, but this woman's cooking. Nope. I'm telling you, I'm a northern boy my whole life. And then when I met this woman, I'll just put it this way. When I met her, I was 165 pounds. I definitely ain't that big no more. She cooks her ass off without even trying. What is this? 2 things that make men happy. Oh, Lord, I'm scared. All right.
God.
Let's see what we got here. Moni is she likes to send us crazy things. So let's see what we got.
No. And then he said, well, if you don't start taking care of my needs, I guess I'm going to have to get a girlfriend. I said, oh, dear Lord, say it's not so. My husband, there's two things on this earth that make him happy: a clean house and sex. Oh, lucky me. I like a clean house too. But I'm too fun to clean. I want somebody else to do it, you know? So to make my husband happy, I got to where I would just pour bleach in certain parts of the house. And so when he came home, he'd smell it and think that I had been cleaning. It worked for a little while, and then he caught on to me. And he said, if you'll have sex with me twice a week, I'll get you a maid. No. And then he said, well, if you don't start taking care of my needs, I guess I'm going to have to get a girlfriend. I said, oh, dear Lord, say it's not so. My husband, there's two things on this.
That was funny. Funny. What's the matter, Kelly? Where'd you go? Welcome, Cherokee girl. I've never heard of anybody in my life that has never had ketchup at least once. Hey, dial up. Do you make that noise when you talk? Like, how do we know if we get selected to get bracelet? I feel like I'm stalking you. Stalker.
Kills as a stalker.
Stalker.
Girl, I ain't even mailed them all out yet. Calm down. Calm down. I got to print all the labels. I got to print y'all's labels with y'all's addresses. And I got to print my label with my return address, which I really don't even think I have to put. You know what? You just saved me a lot of work sitting here thinking about this. I don't need a return address on there, do I? You don't have
No,
to.
you don't. You can put
Okay. That'll work.
you don't need one because you just don't need one. I got mine. I like mine. I'm special.
I guess your admin's gonna have to go back there and do some damn work.
Yeah, go on.
Planners and jam. Planners and jam.
Clue, if you fill out the form, you get one, right?
So I have 150 that I'm giving out to people. If you're past
okay.
150, then that's a negative.
Did you fill out the form, Mama Bear?
Yeah.
I thought you did. So, buddy, peanut butter on ramen noodles. Joanne, what in God's name is wrong with you?
With the sauce packet, the spice packet.
No, and I say I've heard about people doing stuff. They're talking about being in jail and making, what do they call them? Break or something like that, and they make all these different things with ramen noodles. Like, I don't know about all that.
Did you say break?
That's what I've heard people say. We were on a live stream last year. Somebody was talking about that. I think it was Rolo Moto talking about that. That's what he called it.
The what? I'm lost. What?
Remember last year when Rolo was around?
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about something about being in prison or being in jail or something. Welcome, Mrs. Fletcher.
Yeah.
And he said they used to take ramen noodles and he called it a break or something like that. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. And he made like all these different things that you can make out of the ramen noodles.
Yeah, ramen noodles are a hot commodity.
Say his name. Well, I do say his name all the time. Sebastian Rogers. Always.
I feel
Uh,
like I feel
Rodney.
like the commissary has kind of gotten a little out of control in these jails. Like I'm a big watcher of 60 Days In.
Mm.
Yes, I watched it too.
Them people go in there for 60 days and they come out fatter than they were when they went in. I ain't never seen no stuff like that.
Let me ask you something, because since you watched it, because I watch it a lot. How much of that do you think? I mean, it's obvious that some of it's scripted because it's a show, but how much of what goes on inside there do you truly think is scripted?
I don't think a lot of it.
I don't
Honestly.
either.
Not anymore.
No.
That last season with in Pitt County, North Carolina,
Oh, Lord.
that one I don't think much of it was scripted, especially that damn sheriff because she's funny
great.
as hell.
Oh God, straight talker. What? No way.
That boy was talking about. I
Oh.
put on a talent show, and she looked at him just dry as hell and said, "Like, you want me to put on a talent show?"
Wow.
I'm sitting there thinking, isn't their talents what got them in there?
Right?
100%. I've seen a couple times when they like somebody's done something or they got to go in and beat his ass, fight him. You know what I mean? And like 4, 5, 6 guys will go into one little cell. You can hear a little bit of it, and then they all come back out, and the dude is jacked the hell up, falling down the stairs, can't stand up straight. And I'm like, they really let that shit go on, knowing it's on camera. They're gonna see it. They're gonna get in trouble. What the hell?
If it's scripted, like I can tell you right now, I would not be the volunteer that would get in that cell and let you whoop my ass. Like that would not
Mm-hmm.
happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you on this last season, the Pitt County one, there's this little girl in there. I forget her name. It started with a K.
Okay.
And she's on the top bunk in the room, and apparently they never let her out of the cell, y'all. Like literally, she don't never leave her cell ever. And she's
Like the
got on like a
guards don't let her leave, or the inmates don't let her leave.
no, they never take her out of her cell ever.
Damn.
And she is wearing that like vest or whatever. She don't even have no uniform, but she crawls up on the top bunk. Then about 5 seconds later, you hear her and she like is sitting backwards facing the wall. And she throws herself off this
Oh.
bunk and just hits the floor. I'm guessing on her back.
Mm.
And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. I do think she definitely has some issues, but she needed to be let out. You know what I mean?
Well, she needs to be put into a hospital. Shit.
I mean, she got up after she was fine. I don't know how, but
Yeah.
I
because
mean,
the sound was horrible. Like, I don't know if they amplified it or what, but
did she get it? Did she hit her head?
I'd say she hit everything
What?
from her ass to the crown of her head because she fell. She
Any
flung herself
update?
off there backwards flat, and it's like, God, I mean, as loud as the smack was too, it was like, I thought she had done like killed herself.
I did too.
But then she stood up, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, see, that's crazy. I don't know. I heard he was having pooping problems. That's all I know of.
What?
Wow.
JLR.
That's probably,
Oh, blocked intestine or something.
probably
That's what
because
he
he went to
said.
that Mickey D's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He went to that McDonald's up here. You don't do that.
He got poisoned.
That's weird, though.
Could have a twisted bowel.
Yeah, that's not cool.
No.
You're gonna have a colostomy bag if that's the case.
Andy, he made a post. He might need surgery, stomach or intestine blockage of some sort.
Yep, that's what it sounds like. Then
Yep.
that dude's skinnying up. He don't need to be any skinnier.
Right.
Oh, no. Is he going to miss CrimeCon?
Oh no.
Sounds like it.
It sucks.
It's all his twisted shit.
I just want to know if he was here or home because he posted a video that morning showing that he was in Hendersonville, stayed at the Quality Inn or whatever the night, and he said, I stayed here last night. So, I mean, I'd be curious to know if he's back, if he went to the hospital in Florida or he went here.
He went home. I don't see nothing new by him, I don't think.
Lisa said complete blockage will need surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Steven's Adventure said yes, he was in Hendersonville.
And if he's got a perforated bowel, he's going to need surgery for that too. I mean, I don't wish nothing bad on anybody, so I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Was that all right?
Right. Agreed.
I wonder if that just like happened. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what's weird to me because he seemed so just fine on his video. He did.
Yeah.
That's how that happens, though, because I knew my grandmother had a obstructed bowel. They said, she had that. She had the problem had been like that for like 3-4 months, and then it finally affected her, and they had to go in and literally, because what happened is because it was obstructed for so long, that part of her intestine died, so they had to clip that out and shorten it up and put it together again, which shrunk up something, I don't remember. It caused a bunch of stomach problems, and she had a colostomy bag for about, I don't know, for 6 weeks, I think it was, and then they went back in, took it out, and she was okay. But after that, though, like, her bowel things were weird for the rest of her life. So
she got some of that Tennessee water.
Yep. It ain't good for foreigners.
You got poisoned by McDonald's because they're good for that, you know.
Well, you know what's funny? I know Dolly jokes about the Tennessee water, but
you've had problems with it.
Yes, when we first moved here, I was sick as a dang dog, son. I'm talking about throwing up everywhere. And it still happens from time to time, but I'm thinking maybe I'm building up my
immunity to it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. You're getting used to it now. See, that's why I thought you had a well. But you said it's city water, so it's like, well, shit. Okay.
Exactly, Arctic. It's gross.
So he had surgery this morning?
Yeah.
Is what somebody said?
That's what Sherry said, yeah. And that other, was it Rhonda? Rhonda Brand said that I had diverticulitis that hit out of nowhere at emergency. Yeah. And that's crazy. I knew somebody else. My buddy's mom had that done when we were kids, and like she lost like an obscene amount of weight after that. Crazy amounts. And to this day, she's like super duper, and she was kind of chunky, you know. To this day, though, ever since she had that done, she's super, super skinny. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but.
Well, I might ask my doctor next time I go in if there's something wrong with my lickulitis.
Your lickulitis? Oh, my God. Hey, doc, can you fix my lickulitis, please? Throw your ass out of the office. That's what happens here, Kel. Because I have a well and it's all loaded with iron and all that fun stuff. So I drink it in my tea, but I boil it first when I make my tea. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but if you don't, yeah, you get the runs. That's for sure. Thank you, Zelda. I live in West Tennessee, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Bottled water. Yeah, see, I have that thing right there is what I drink. We have our water shipped in. Thank you again, Miss Zelda. The warmer the water is, higher rate of bacterial growth. That's true too. But you know, it's healthier to drink warm water than it is cold water. A doctor told me that, and I looked at him like he was insane. Because it's better for your body, I should say, because the body has to warm up the water to be able to process it. So when you drink ice water, it takes longer for your body to process that. It's weird.
That's okay.
It has something to do with your kidneys or something. I can't remember how that went, but it was in that. Our water comes from the aquifer. It's ice cold. And I'll tell you right now, the best water I've ever had in my life is when we used to go to West Virginia. My relatives, we have property down there. We would stop once we would get into West Virginia on the side of the road, and my aunt would bring empty milk jugs, the 1 gallon milk jugs, and we'd fill it up. Out of the side of a mountain, there was a pipe sticking out of this mountain. We'd fill these jugs. I didn't know, I was a kid. We'd fill these jugs up, probably 5 or 6 of them, and take them with us because we'd go camping down there. It was freezing, like freezing cold, and the best tasting water I ever had in my life. My uncle said it came from an artesian well. There was none of that sulfur smell or taste or any of that crap. And it was amazing water, completely clear, and it was amazingly cold. Loved it. I have a well, but I've always lived here, so my body's used to it. It's nasty, nasty. Why does well water stink worse when it's hot than it does when it's cold? Somebody know that answer? Natural spring. There you go, Andy. Everything room temperature. I got you. I never understood that. Whether it's good for you or not, I can't do it. I got to have things cold unless they're supposed to be hot. Filtered water, Michael. Michael's spoiled. In Europe, they even heat. Yeah, they drink warm beer over there. Never got that.
I bet you get drunk faster.
Somebody said that. Somebody actually said that. I drink 24-ounce mugs of ice water all day. My doctor told me it dehydrates
Really?
me. What?
What did they say?
Annie says, I drink 24-ounce mugs of ice water all day, and my doctor told me it dehydrates me. And hard on my stage 2 kidneys. Yeah, I believe it would be, but maybe because it's cold. If you let it warm up, it's not as hard on your kidneys.
I bet that's why you pee so good.
No, it's all the coffee and caffeine.
Like fiance, when he drinks water, he just goes to the fridge and presses the water button. He'll never put no ice or nothing in it. And it's like, I mean,
it stays pretty cold through there though. At least mine did, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it'll sit, right? Like he don't never need it to be. I'm like, I got to have cold water. I can't drink hot.
I'm the same.
Taking a bath and you fart, the smell's worse than fart. Kels, what in the hell? What? I want to know how that even came to mind for you as we're sitting here talking.
What in the hell?
I love you guys. That's all I'm saying.
Lord, shitting in the bathtub. That's gross.
All I'm saying is I love you guys. Unhoused says that's facts. I drink room temperature. I mean, it is what it is. How many of you used to sit and do that on purpose and purposely smell it and get off on that? Come on now, be honest.
There you go.
I went to school with a kid that would talk about that all the time. I loved it. I loved the smell. Bro, go tell your mom and dad you need locked up somewhere.
I'd have punched him in his face.
What's up, K-Dips? How you doing? What it do? Did you say they drink warm beer in Europe? We don't drink warm beer in the UK. I can confirm. I think where did I see it at? Ireland? I think it was Ireland. They'll just get it out of the tap and it's warm. It ain't cold.
Is that Europe?
I swear. Well, Ireland is in Europe, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, just like the UK is.
She's she's geographically challenged.
It's all good. Can't be good at everything. Germany.
This is the lady that thinks 27 of the 50 states are Connecticut.
Say that again.
This is the woman that thinks that 27 of the 50 states are Connecticut. We played this trivia game one night on YouTube. She was watching them, and it was, can you name all 50 states? And literally every other one, she was like, Connecticut.
Nice.
That's so funny.
Planners and jam.
He's actually writing that song right now, by the way.
Good.
Actually, it's not that one. It's "Don't Take Your," the Johnny Cash song. Don't take your drones to town.
Stop it.
This one's "Don't Take Your Drones to Town."
Keep going, bro. We could do a whole album. I'll get Caden to sing it if you want. Put some drums behind it. We could probably put the whole thing out and it'd probably make $1 million.
Kels, how is it kicking your ass?
You never fart in the bathtub like babies. Babies fart in the water. Kels, what the hell? She
It's
started
something wrong. It's something wrong with that person.
She started new medication, I guess. Absolutely, Mom. You don't have to ask. Ever. There's your link, dear. Come on up. Talk about it. A true boiler maker can warm your beer, shot of whiskey in your beer. Okay. Come on, truth. Lucky, welcome. Best aunt ever. Hello. Captain Jenks, what's up, brother? Good to see you. KM chats Kendra. Welcome, Mom. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today.
Hello.
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 Around, I got the whole house, me and the dogs. It's very nice.
I bet.
So, how are y'all doing other than bubbles in the bathtub and fun things to eat?
I'm good.
Good, yeah. Wait, farting in the water is like original. Did you really say food stamp jacuzzi, Arctic? Yes, you did. That must be what T-Rev does. Little EBT in the house.
Did y'all have naders come through?
I didn't. I think they're getting stormed down in Tennessee right now, I think.
Yeah. Gonna be happening again tonight. Jesus fix it.
Hello, Miss Camber.
Was warning.
Hello, I thought I'd come on up for a little bit.
Of course.
This one here talking right now, Kimber, Kimber. I know she shits in the bathtub. I know it.
Yep, you know I sit in the bathtub all the time. I sit in the bathtub and stomp them down the drain. That's what I do.
Oh my god.
You're a dick. I almost spit all over my computer.
Y'all are just wrong.
Huh?
What's up? Evie Marie, Mrs. W. Hillbilly Hot Dub.
You know that shit just got clipped.
Jam.
If Dago would shut up, I could hear you. What?
I said, you know that shit just got clipped.
Oh, yeah. By me.
Welcome, Andy Rose. Tomboy and JC. Jesus, you guys all just
I'm
come
bored. I want to come hang out.
Come on in. When is the next mental health check? Right now. Everybody, take your thumb.
What?
Forget it. We're going. Anyway, did y'all see T-Rev and Mike? Wait, what? Mike Calla are in a relationship on Facebook. He done took Seth's girlfriend and talking shit on what?
Shut up.
What?
Spill the tea.
What girlfriend?
Seth has a girlfriend, Michaela.
Who the hell is Seth has a girlfriend? You're lying. You're lying.
She posted it on her Facebook that said that she was in a relationship with T-Rev.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm pulling up Facebook right now.
And if I'm not mistaken, Dago, if you watch certain videos of like the vigil, if you watch when they like are about to pray or whatever, or I think that's what they're doing, they're praying before they start rotting. Seth kind of like puts his arm around this girl that's standing beside of him, and I think that may be her, but I don't know.
Is she inflatable?
No, she was breathing.
What is her name? I'm going to Facebook right now.
I don't know. I'd have to dig through an email to find her last name.
A-E.
Just go to T-Rev.
What'd you say?
I think it's MIKAYLA.
A-Y what? L-A?
Yeah.
What? You know a last name?
No, but I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh God.
Kayla Dunbar Weaver Steer. Whoa, I know that ain't her. Neither is that or
I
that.
mean, there's somebody for everybody, y'all. I'm just saying.
I just wondered if she was inflatable. That's all.
No, she's. If that's the girl from the video, then she's a real person.
Mm.
Who
You
in the
say.
hell?
Who did that?
That was not
That
me.
was Dago.
Who got a
It was
frog?
not
Who
me.
got a frog?
There you go.
Somebody got a frog in here. We don't have frogs in here. Come on now. T-Rev done stole Seth's flashlight. Oh God, bless America, Arctic.
Oh.
Makes bubbles and they laugh. Kel's still going with these bubbles in the farting thing. Kel's like, you need to check the dosage on the medication, sweetie.
I'm still laughing at Arctic's comment. That shit's hilarious to me.
Arctic is a trip.
Damn hot
Food
tub.
stamp hot tub.
He is a trip.
Oh, I can identify
Kayla Cleveland.
with that remark.
Yeah, Arctic is a trip. Anchorage. She lives in Anchorage, Alaska. No.
Audacity said Michaela Cleveland.
Cleveland.
That's
Right.
it. That's it. That's the last name.
Does
Yep.
she live in Alaska though? No, she's
That
here.
would be a very long distance relationship.
Let me see. Yeah, let's see. I can't imagine somebody that would go between. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's my. You guys have me spelling it a whole different weird way. Okay. Michaela Cleveland.
Oh, I wasn't even close, was I?
No.
That's
Alright.
regular Michaela.
No, she lives there.
One follower. Oh, that's got to be it. It's got a big old thing of Sebastian on it. That is not. Oh, hell, no way in hell.
What?
There ain't no way in hell that this chick was dating Sebastian or Seth Rogers.
Can
But
you
you
show the
can't-
people?
We can't see nothing.
We can't see. You can't just scream. There's no way in hell. You have to show us something.
I was gonna say, show us.
So you want to see it?
I don't know. Do I?
Do we?
Yes.
Okay, so just from a distance, unless it's one of these dogs.
Oh my Lanta.
What? I can't even hardly see it.
You can't. Well, hold on. Let me see if there's any other
Let's
pictures.
get a good pic.
When was the profile made? Is it fake?
Yeah,
Is that
that's a
her?
good
There's
question.
no,
Oh,
there's,
no.
there is no way
No
in
way.
hell.
No
Nope.
way.
Nope.
Oh, that's got to be fake.
No way.
Thank you.
That's got to be fake.
No, this
No,
is one of them.
that ain't the one that was at the vigil. I can tell you that much.
This is one of them things where he's like, "You're my girlfriend." Her. That's what this is. That there's no real deal like relationship shit here,
No.
and I can't even see her being into
Not
on.
believable in
Lucky Charms either.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. We might need to slow down because I'm trying to tell y'all something right now. If there is one thing that will get these women around here interested in you, it would be a bank account with 25 grand sitting in it. So I'm just going to pause and say maybe.
Well, maybe that's why she moved on to Lucky Charms. She's got pretty eyes.
Look at those hands. Wow.
I am. Don't worry. See? Except her nails. Her nails are funky looking. I don't like her nails, but I like. You can see how you can see. Look, I know I'm already a freak. I don't care what you guys say. See how you can see like the veins, how they pop out.
How do we know, number one, that this is Seth's girlfriend, and how do we know, number two, that she's with T-Real? I'm sorry, I hadn't seen all this. What are we?
Butterfly said, "Is she 14? Don't do that."
Oh my God.
Wayne age. That's her grandfather, I'm guessing. Okay. Wait, was that hands?
Throw glitter on it. Said she's 30.
What?
Oh no.
Girl, what is your life?
Something ain't
And that's
right.
probably her. That's probably her grandpa
I'm guessing. Yeah, I agree.
or her dad. It could be her dad, but that's her grandpa or her dad.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I'm calling it
Something
what
is
it is.
completely not right.
She's very pretty. I'm sorry. And nope. You can say all you want that there's somebody for everybody. That somebody
Throw
ain't for
glitter
that
on it.
somebody.
Said,
No, that
please
somebody
Google
is
her
not
name
for
and
Seth
hit
Rogen.
photos.
Google her name and hit. Okay, hold on.
She was married and became a widow.
Uh-oh.
What?
Became, she's like the Black Widow type thing.
Yeah, that's not weird at all, right?
Maybe she's got the money.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say because Seth don't got no 25 grand in his bank.
There's still got to be some kind of attraction. Oh, that is her. Damn.
You can't write shit like this. I swear, like this is the craziest thing in the world, and it would have to be in Tennessee. Like I'm just saying,
Oh yeah, these
it would
people around
have,
here
it would
insane.
have to take place in Tennessee. Jesus.
It would
The best
have to be
aunt
in
ever
Tennessee.
said her husband left her and her house is getting foreclosed on. She needs money.
Oh shit.
No, there's a reason why she's chasing
T-Rev.
right.
Dumping Seth for T-Rev.
Wait, you talking about the house he moved into with her?
I don't know. I'm just
I'm
reading the
so
comments.
Okay, I googled it and it took me directly to
All right. T-Rev said his new girl has a 5-bedroom.
Oh.
she's cute. I'll say that much. She's cute. I mean, this still don't make no damn sense to me at all.
Nope.
At all.
The 5-bedroom house is getting foreclosed on, and that's where they're living.
Hold up. Let me show you
The
this.
5-bedroom house is getting foreclosed on?
What
Yeah,
is
that's
this?
what Glitter said.
Was it something that was left to her by that grandfather, maybe? So that's her right there. The eyes give it away every time. She's got beautiful eyes, seriously. Right here, right there, right there.
Oh, she is pretty.
She's really
She's a
pretty.
very pretty
Yeah,
girl.
she's super pretty. That's why I'm saying, why is she?
Right.
She batshit crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe she's
I'm
got
trying to tell y'all.
some kind of a disassociative thing. I don't know.
No. It's something about this place here. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not lying. There's something about this place here.
Nega Wisdom said Discord DM.
I got
in the
you.
water.
Austin in relationship with Austin T. Rev. Deathridge.
May 16th is what it says.
Yep. Ain't no lie. Thank you, Sherry.
So, but
Very
I
good.
thought, oh Lord, I thought so. This chick was not with Seth.
No. There it is, right there.
Because I swear somebody emailed me like a long time ago, and they were like, "I think this might be his girlfriend," and it was Michaela something. Surely T-Red did not go and take that man's girl.
Who? Steph?
Yeah,
Who?
like they
Who?
were sending me that, saying that they thought this was Seth's woman.
Girlfriend.
Oh, Arctic. I love you, brother. I love you, Arctic. Christ.
Oh Lord.
Suey.
Oh Jesus.
I love Arctic's sense of humor. He's too fucking much. I swear to God.
Look what he wrote.
I'm not laughing. That's not nice. But
It is funny. Tell me it's not funny.
it's funny.
Okay,
But
then
it's
just
not
say it's
nice.
funny. Say it's funny.
It's funny. not
JC,
nice.
JC, it's okay. We're human. As she laughs in the background, it's funny.
Literally
It is.
said it was the same girl. She was his late night booty call.
Now I got to
Diego,
go
why
back.
are you so mean-spirited?
I got to
Why?
go.
Because I do not like the decisions that this human being has made, and I think that he is just as mean to everybody else and has been, and deserves what he gets from it. Okay, I feel horrible for the man because of what he's going through. Well, wholeheartedly, you guys know I do. My heart goes out to him for that. But because of the nasty, mean decision, I'm sorry, Bert. Let's try this again. Back up. The nasty, mean things he has said about other people and the decisions he has made involving his child, I do not like him. That's just that. Period. Okay.
Well, I was just making a joke about when somebody was bitching that you were mean-spirited on another stream.
I I got you. I know. I'm so mean spirited. I know.
So mean spirited. Oh my god. Guys,
Black,
you're all so mean.
the black cloud hanging over my
We
head. I get
can
it.
be.
Only when we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I mean all the time. Y'all speak for yourselves.
and then there's Clue, who has no
Clue
problem.
reminds me of. She's
Mean
probably
all
gonna
the
take this
time.
the wrong way, but does anybody ever remember the movie Popeye with Robin Williams in it?
Mhm.
Yes.
Remember the guy that played Bluto?
No.
Come on. He had a song that he would sing when he was like, well, it was kind of like a Broadway type thing they did. But anyway, the song was called "I'm Mean," and I can see Clue walking around the house singing this song.
She just has the guts to say what we're all
I'm
thinking.
mean, and you know what I mean.
Yes,
Now I
that's
remember it.
I'm mean, you know what I mean. Yes, that's exactly it right there. I'd love to find it.
Morning.
I can just picture you doing that, walking around the house singing it. I'm gonna find it and show you guys what I mean. Hold on a minute.
Never coming back here again.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
You're crazy. You give it to me more than I give it to you, so stop. And that wasn't even an insult. I just imagine you doing that. You'll see. You'll probably agree with me yourself. Here it is. I found the damn thing. I'm surprised.
All right.
Hold on.
Hmm.
This whole character reminds me of a female version. Hold up, folks. And you know I love you, so stop. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Clue? Am I wrong?
You gonna stop laughing at me now?
You had that dream, right?
They're rolling.
One of us is.
Oh my God. Thank you, Dago.
I love you, Clue. I love you to death. No, I do. I'm just saying. I pictured this a couple
Next
times.
time she gets mad, that's what I'm gonna sing in the background.
There you go.
I mean, you know what I mean.
You got the voice for it.
I'm really about to hit you.
Just let Amazon not show up when they're supposed to. Watch.
You know what's funny though? Like the part where he grabs the lamp.
Uh-huh.
We got in an argument one day, and he had just bought me this lamp. It's like,
Good God, that's got to be what this is like. I'm telling you. I'm glad I finally got to put it out there. I'm telling you, I've visualized this numerous times. So,
oh, I can't wait
again,
to go live tonight.
you can't do nothing else to me that you haven't done, dear. I wasn't meaning it in a mean way either. It's just a fact. I'm telling you. And you just did it. You said when I get mad, I go through here tearing shit up, just like he did. See?
Oh, I'm dead serious too. The only thing that's ever beat me and whooped my ass was the side view mirror on fiance's Bronco. That shit would not budge. I was mad as hell. I was swinging off of it. I was like, "You're gonna break off here."
Tearing doors off the hinges, ripping windows out, breaking chairs. I can just see Cletus hiding in the corner, like, I didn't do it. No,
no, he just standing there like, "She'll be done in a minute."
Yeah, I just stand there and I'm like, "You done yet?
Right.
You ready to talk now?"
I'm mean. No, here, Clue. That might help you calm down next time you get upset. Just start walking around singing that song. See what happens.
Make sure you film it, Cletus.
Just start thinking about it.
You know, we could have like the biggest YouTube channel ever if you did film it when I got mad at something. They all the time. They film
100,000 views. Yep.
They film me calling Amazon all the time because it got so bad when I called them. They sent this lady out here in a white pickup truck. She was taking photos of the house. And this was right when, the vid started. I walked outside. I said, "Can I help you?" Stayed 6 feet from her. And she said, "Yeah." She said, "We've had so many failed deliveries and calls that we're going to put pictures of your house on your order so they know where it is."
Oh my god.
What?
See?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Beetlejuice.
And see, I live in like a rural area, and I love how Amazon now has like the little map where you can watch the little van drive up and when it's on its way. And I'll just sit there. I'll get the notification that they're 10 stops away, and I'll just sit there and watch it go past my house several times
That's why
before they figure it out.
That's why I don't like that thing, because I've sat there like trying to be waiting for something to show up by the front door, and I'm looking at that. I'm like, "Oh, here they come. There they go.
There they go.
Nope.
There they go. No.
No, I'm right here, bro." Because I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and he'll keep on going and going. Then he'll come back past the house, and I'm standing there going, doing this shit. Like, I'm right here. He'll look at me and wave and keep going. What? I'm here, right here. Look at the address. See it? These people, I'm not that far away from like humanity either. I don't understand it.
My friend that does DoorDash gets absolutely irate because he can never see the addresses at night.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. He is
Yeah.
on a roll all the time with it. He's like, he just can never see them, and he like has to like zoom in, and then he has us like guess what the address is, and I can never tell the numbers. It's crazy.
I was told off by a Domino's pizza delivery guy one night because I have a blue light on my porch as my light to support the police, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the dude goes by my house a couple times. I've seen the headlights go back and forth. He finally pulls in the driveway, comes up and he looks pissed. He comes up on the porch, and I go out there and waiting, chip in hand, waiting for the pizza. When you order things, you really should have a light bulb that shows your address, because being out here, it's hard to see that. That blue one don't do no justice, man.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, okay." Tip back in pocket. "Thank you for the pizza. Have a great night, sir." "Thank you." I'm ass.
Shoot.
And he just looked at me. He watched me put the tip in my pocket, and he did one of these deals.
Let me tell you, Dago.
Hey, you got to take the money first and then insult the customer.
Right. But these Amazon people, one night we're sitting here, and all of a sudden this little boy knocks on the door, and he's like, "My mama said, can you come outside and help her car?" And we're like, "Fine, we'll always help a neighbor or whatever, or somebody needing help." Yo, this chick took her vehicle and ran off the side of the driveway. It's like probably like a 6-7 foot drop. And she had the balls to ask fiance, would he push her car from underneath?
Oh, hell no. Nope.
You couldn't.
Nope.
You couldn't turn into the driveway. You think I'm about to get under the front of your damn car and trust you gonna put it in reverse?
Sorry.
Then she about left without giving me my stuff. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." I said, "Package."
It don't work that way. Not at all.
The Amazon people don't ever knock on my door. They're like little ninjas. They come up on my door, and I get the smiley face on my phone, let me know my packages. My dogs don't even bark. They are slick. My dogs don't bark nothing.
I've had that happen.
Meant to be. I think they're supposed to. I think Amazon is supposed to be like quick, and like they always look to see who's around. And
I've had that happen with the internet people, because everybody that knows me well enough knows I struggle with the damn internet service. And I'm telling you, I was sitting with a gun and a scope waiting for this dude to try to go by my house and hide from me. Okay, I was gonna pick his ass off a pellet gun with a pellet gun, because they kept, "We missed you, we missed you, we missed you." No, you didn't. You did not, because you didn't want to do it. I've been standing here waiting for you for like 3 hours. Knock on the door, bro. You don't want to do the work? Just say it. Don't lie. I've caught him. Remember the one time, Mama Bear, I caught him and I cussed him out in my driveway?
Yep.
oh my god,
That would have been funny. He said he was so mad he ripped his shirt off and was saying every cuss word he could think of.
I completely appreciate the quietness of the Amazon people, though, because of the Amazon delivery drivers, because I have 3 dogs. So, if they don't see them, they just run up here, drop my package off, and they're gone. I totally appreciate it because my animals don't go berserko. They're
I
like,
think it's like the
they're
mail
stealth.
department. They have to have everything delivered within a certain amount of time.
See, I got a walkway and they stand at the end because you got about 10 feet to go from the end to the front door. They will stand there and they'll throw it.
I've caught them doing that. I've caught them. I walked out and opened my door just as they were tossing the package on my porch. And I went, really? What if that's
I almost
breakable?
got hit in the face by your package.
Right. I'm like, what if that was breakable? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was. I shook it. Well, that's even better, bro.
My Amazon drivers are nice. I had one that came and delivered stuff during the eclipse, and he actually got out of the van. I had extra glasses, and he sat there and watched the eclipse with me.
You sure he wasn't flirting with you?
Maybe.
Okay.
I have a medicine that has to be delivered in one of those cold boxes. And I have to have it delivered to Tandy's job because FedEx will not deliver to my door.
Well, why?
They won't come in our neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Is it like a demilitarized zone or something?
No, it's the hood.
Oh, well, okay. Are you awake, Mom?
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm just listening to everybody give hell about Amazon.
I like your shirt, by the way. I ain't seen one of those in years. I used to have one.
I love it. I don't wear it often. I have like my 5 favorite shirts. So that's why you guys usually see me in the same ones. Like I have a whole shit ton of shirts.
I was just about to say, like, I love how we're all like just talking about stuff and Mom is just sitting back.
Well, I just chill. Like I'm OG to YouTube, so like
that all the time. She'll just take everything in, observe it, and then every now and then say something and go on with the next.
Dago, you remember the night with her son doing the computer stuff?
Say that again.
With Mom's son doing the computer stuff?
What about it?
Do you remember that night? She was just sitting back going,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand half that stuff he does. Like,
I heard
he called
him
me this morning.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and I'm just like, he's telling me all about this game that's a Japanese game, and he recoded it, and he went in and he did all this stuff, and he did this and that, and I'm just like, oh,
listen,
cool.
y'all. This kid could take NASA down. I'm telling you, he knows some stuff. And I was like, hold up, dude. He started talking about something, and I was in the chat just watching. I'm like, wait a minute. What'd you just say? Because I've been trying to figure something out myself to play a specific game on here. And he's like, oh, yeah, click. You do this and this. And I was like, me and you are friends now. Come on over here. You know what I mean? So
he's awesome at what he does. He had Rockstar reach out to him a few years ago. Like,
he's very good.
He's very, very good at what he does.
There's a game that I saw somebody showed me. I think I showed some of you guys when I was doing stuff with CJ back in the day. He showed it to me. And it's a version of
the firefighter.
Police car, thing. I can't remember the name. It's a version of GTA, but you can take the game and mod it and like recode it, and you can play like as a police officer. You start the game off in a uniform as a cop, going out to your car, which is a real deal looking like police car. You get in the car, folks, start the car up, and you radio in to dispatch, and they respond to you in real life. It's not real, but you know what I mean? The radio in the car is a real deal Motorola police radio, the dispatch radio, the computer. You go driving around, pulling people over, arresting people. You get their court dates, this and that, and it's a mod for GTA. You can do it as a firefighter too. So I wanted to try it out. Well, now that I have this PC that can play that kind of stuff, he starts talking. I'm like, oh, you know how to do that stuff. Let's check this out. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, he can do all kinds of fun stuff. He's been working on this game that he's called me about this morning for like 2 days. And he's just da-da-da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden he goes, Mom, I'm talking to the wrong person, Anna. I said, yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to be supportive and just say, yeah, and shake my head on video chat as many times as you need me to, bub.
He's a
Yep.
great kid, though. He's a great kid, and he's your identical twin. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he's my
Yes.
mini monster.
Yes, he is.
He was supposed to come on panel the other night, and he bailed on me and fell asleep. But Kimber and Salty came to the rescue and came up, and
Oh.
a couple other people came up and hung out with us, so it was kind of nice. I got a phone call the next morning. I'm so sorry. I was like, what? He was like, I am
We were
so
on till what?
sorry.
We were on till what?
3?
3 your time. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, 3 my time. Yep. It was a blast, so I had a lot of fun.
Well, that stream I was in with you was a good time. I enjoyed that a lot. It's nice to be able to decompress and just unwind sometimes, you know?
I love my decompression lives. I usually do them on Friday nights and just decompress and try to stay away from true crime, which it's really hard to do when that's what you spend most of your time doing. So we
Right.
started out with like Bigfoot, and then everybody in chat had never heard about the Zionsville massacre. So then I showed the Zionsville massacre, and then we got to talking about all the feet that washed up inside of shoes on the West Coast, and then the girls came out, and it went all over the place. We talked about Maddie. You know, it's kind of hard to do, but at least it's not so heavy. You're not so deep off into the subject that you feel like, you know, your live is titled that person, so you're going to stick to just that subject. It's just anything, mix up, mash up, whatever you want to talk about. We want to talk about games or food or gators or wildlife.
Yeah, and
You
we
know,
talked about gators and cows and coyotes and
we did
Oh, my.
Florida
Oh,
Panthers,
my.
lions and
JC
tigers
was
and
up on
bears.
panel 2 in left field.
It was a lot of fun.
It's good to be able to decompress, like I said, sometimes, because, like I said, especially with all the bullshit we deal with out here and we have going on around us, you got to be able to just decompress sometimes.
Yep. I enjoy doing it. Living
I
in
had
Florida,
my
it's not hard to
I,
decompress. I disagree, AG. I live in Florida. I live in Orlando, and I live inland now. So, like this weekend, if you were to go to the beaches, they're so packed, and I mean no harm. Everybody that comes as a tourist, you're welcome. I'm not saying don't come, but I'm not going anywhere near that beach. Nowhere near that beach this weekend. And anywhere that's like an attraction or anything like that, they're so cram packed this weekend that it's just
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not worth it.
Not
What
even
we're
fun.
doing tomorrow in honor of Memorial Day is we are going fishing because it's very calming by the water. And you live in Miami. See, I can't do Miami. My son lived in Boca for a while, and I've been to Miami numerous times. I just can't do Miami. It's too violent and just not my jam down there.
It's kind of like
Lord,
this
mine
weekend
either.
here in
Miami scared the
Indiana.
crap out of me.
Miami's fun.
I just can't do Miami. Like back in the day, it wasn't as bad as it is now, but it's just you know, you can't stop at a stoplight without making sure your doors are locked.
Heck no, and there'll be somebody leaning out the window in their silk wrap from the night before, yelling, "I'm about to beat the fuck out of you." I love it.
Mhm.
How far is Miami from Orlando?
It's probably about a 4-hour drive,
Oh, it's
depending
that
on how
far.
you drive. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that far.
Yeah, I'm Central Florida, and Miami's down South Florida.
Miami's south, Orlando's more
Mhm.
north. Okay.
Yeah, we're Central Florida.
And then is it which one is Tampa by?
Tampa is the west side, so that's the Gulf of Mexico. I'm on the Atlantic side.
Okay. So is Tampa closer to you?
Tampa's about a 3-hour drive for me, depending on how
Okay.
you drive.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't go into town in Orlando. You won't see me mess around much at all in town unless we're going to like iDrive or something like that. I'm not big about going into town in Orlando because it's bad too. I mean, it
Are
really is.
So you're like on the outskirts?
I'm still Orlando, but I'm not like dead square downtown Orlando.
Yeah. I think if I lived in a city like that, I would like to be on like more of the suburbs or the outskirts than, yeah.
Yeah, I live on a private road.
Oh, nice.
So it's not like we don't have. I mean, we have neighbors, but they're like a swamp over on both sides. So it's not bad where I live. It's really quiet, and we've got almost 5 acres of land, 3 swamps. So.
Oh wow.
Oh my God! I gotta show this to you guys. This is ridiculous. Okay, hold up.
Is that a good ridiculous or bad ridiculous?
I am gonna. One sec. I'm gonna kick your ass.
What would you do if I joined your vehicle, huh?
I am gonna. One sec. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What the hell?
What the hell is that? What is it?
Everybody asks if we hurt these fish when we catch them. Well, for one, we put that zip tie in there. I don't know, we've been doing it for years. This is probably one from this year, but obviously the fish is fine. The way I grab them is when they come up and bite me, I grab them with this hand.
Jesus, the fish is bigger than she is.
Here. And then I
That's a mud cat.
your gill and their gill plate. When they're this big, you can run it between without hurting the gills. Because see, it's between the gills and the gill plate. Arm goes.
Is that what they call noodling? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, catching them with your bare hands. I want to try that.
What?
Okay, again, the fish is bigger than her.
She is.
They get bigger than that.
Yeah, they do.
Sure.
That's some good eating though.
Oh yeah, I love catfish made done the right way.
Those mud cats lay on the bottom of the lake, and they just on the bottom of the lake or the river, and they just let stuff fall in their mouth. Eventually, they get so big they can't swim around.
Really?
We'll turn her loose. Sorry, Mr. Mark. I know you want to eat some, but this is a big female. We got to turn her loose.
I hear you, baby.
And then maybe catch.
The woman thought she had rescued a small kitten, but when the veterinarian saw what it really was, she immediately called the cops. On a rainy day in Oklahoma, USA, Nadine was waiting for her bus when she suddenly discovered a dying creature on the roadside. It was all alone in the cold, and it seemed as if its mother had abandoned it. Nadine knew it wouldn't survive another night outside without her help, so she decided to take it home for the time being. Without much thought, Nadine assumed it was a kitten, as there were many stray cats in her area. However, Nadine quickly realized that it was growing unusually fast and behaving more aggressively towards others. Eventually, she decided to take it to the vet because she didn't know what else to do. But when
Man, that's a panther.
looked at the cat, he asked her, "Do you know what kind of cat this is? You're in great danger." Nadine was shocked and immediately called the police. Like and comment, cat, for the second part. The woman thought
this guy lives in
What?
the woods, some of the coolest.
It was a damn panther.
So that guy took another lady's animal and cut that short out of it. Her name is, I don't remember the lady's name, but the cat's name's Pantera. And she is beautiful, and she has a pit bull brother, and they are a huge channel.
Right. I've heard about
I think I've seen the videos of them playing together.
Right.
Axes you've ever seen, like this 8-way splitter, double and triple axes, this super dangerous one, the prosthetic arm axe from Sekiro, a wicked trick axe from Bloodborne, this giant one from Dark Souls, a useless one for his head that comes with equally useless hand.
Why? Why?
Did
Why
he
would-
just have? Did he just use one on his? Did he just have one on his head? Please.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of what the next one's gonna be.
Yeah.
I just got home from work. The second I got home from work, Bruce hopped out to say hello. I'm gonna give him a little love.
Don't touch that thing. Don't go in there touching that thing, bro.
He loves to find out the guy.
He's a sweet baby.
It's a baby octopus, Dago. It's all right.
Hello.
They're so cute. I want one.
Bruce is
They're
totally
super
cool.
smart too.
We are good buddies
Yeah.
right now. I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna try to give him a
I
lot.
want one.
They taste good.
They only live for
Yeah,
like
they
a
do.
year.
5K out here today with a fresh.
I'm sorry.
Somebody said it was going to be a great makeover.
I love her
did.
eyeliner.
I
I
did
mean,
too.
her
You guys,
eyeshadow.
you realize that this is supposed to be like a deceased person that they're doing this on. Not that it really is, but
Oh God.
that's yeah.
I mean, whatever, the makeup job is still fire.
Yeah.
Can I count this song up real quick? Can I count this song up real quick? Give me 3 times. Give me 3 times. Give me 1 time.
Good.
Can we play the damn song?
Is there no sound to the video, or is there something wrong with my phone or
There's
something?
something wrong with your phone.
Okay,
can
I'm
hear
not
it.
hearing any of these videos.
Oh. Yep, it's you, honey.
That's probably because someone tried calling me a little bit ago.
Try it again.
Now I can hear it.
Can I count this song up?
Hey everyone, I'm going to be attempting to break this glass with only my voice. In order to do this, I need to generate a note high enough to match that tone. And apparently if I'm accurate enough with my note, this glass will break. Obviously I don't want to get glass all over myself and maybe in my eyes, so I've got some sunglasses to protect my eyes. I feel like I also should mention I'm a professional singer, so don't try this at home. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, so I've been trying for quite a while now, and I've discovered that studs on this glass are preventing it from vibrating to break. So instead, I went to the store, I picked up this glass, and hopefully this will work better. Well, there you have it.
吃点小冰块，再来个这个。
Oh my God.
What?
It's PJ.
Which one, the dolphin or the girl?
The dolphin. Look.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it. I knew something was up with that. That makes plenty of sense.
There you go.
Plenty of sense. Now I understand it. That's why we always see pictures and her things of her down by the dock. There it is.
Oh my God.
One more time.
再来个这个。
Look, the mouth even looks the same.
对，给咽了。哎，听话啊，不要吃啊。来一口。
They're eating.
小冰块。
I imagine that's what happens when her and Dolly go out to eat every night.
I want to talk to him real quick. Let me talk to him real quick. You took my baby from me. You sucker, bro. You took my daughter from me, bro. You took my baby from me, man. You copping out the 15 years, bro. You get 15 years for taking my daughter from me, bro. That's what you told me. right here, you getting 15 years, bro. On my daughter, you getting 15 years, bro. You got 12 years left, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, my other kids gotta deal with it. Hold on, let me talk to him. I know y'all can't get to him. Let me just say something to him real quick. But you took my baby from me, bro. You took my baby from me, bro. Like, I would never forget it for that shit, bro. Swear to God, bro. I would never ever, bro. Like, yo, bro, you got 12 left, man. I'm gonna see you, bro. I'm gonna see you, bro.
Would you be willing to trade the outfit that you're wearing for my mystery outfit?
No.
The other thing is there's no trade back, so you'll never see this outfit again.
Do I look like a joke to you?
Look, I'll help you find the Joker if you play.
All right, fine, but make it quick.
Before I revealed to Batman his new fit, I decided to film him a farewell video, as this would be the last time he ever wore his suit. Batman, what are you going to miss most about the suit?
I'm going to miss dispensing justice.
Something in the way.
I think this guy really thinks he's Batman.
Be anything in the bag right now. What would you want?
I have that song as my ringtone. I was so confused.
All right, Batman, are you ready to see what you got?
Yeah, show me.
Here you go.
Oh my God.
Would you be willing to trade the outfit that you're wearing for my mystery outfit?
This video proves that it really doesn't take much time to renovate an abandoned house. This person found an abandoned shed and decided to give it a complete makeover. The transfer.
Is that Dolly's house?
I was about to say, that's Dolly's house. How the hell?
Stop.
Oh,
Y'all
damn, it's
stop
Dolly's
picking on
house.
that boy.
Why?
Would you be willing?
This video proves that it
That's
really
Dolly's
doesn't
house,
take
look.
much time to renovate an abandoned house. This person found an abandoned shed and decided to give it a complete makeover. The transformation will shock you. But unbeknownst to you and me, he is actually an amazing specialist in this field.
They didn't show the
Not ready for
outfit.
the end result. His handyman skills include repairing the roof, redecorating and insulating walls, and even furnishing and completely remaking the floor. As you saw, the shed
Look, somebody write this down and send it over to Dolly. Maybe they can hook him up and help him out too.
was in a terrible, dilapidated condition, with any other person probably walking by it and not giving it much hope and thought at all, but not our fellow. He took the task courageously and bit by bit is really creating a palace out of these ruins. But he is not quite done yet. Nearing the end result, I cannot help but wonder how incredibly skilled this fellow is. Subscribe if you saw that poisonous, venomous snake on the roof of the old shed. This video proves that it really doesn't.
Hey, Grandpa.
That Dolly's brother?
It's the very last jelly food, okay? Yeah. You want it?
The very last?
Oh, really? You got this one cop with 13 people. Like, she's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy shit.
That's a bunch of them.
Are they in like a Walmart or a?
It looks like some kind of a warehouse.
Warehouse, yeah.
Did she really scare them all away? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20. Yeah, there was. All by herself.
This kid couldn't recognize his own mother after accusing.
No.
What?
What are you gonna do?
I love it.
What the fuck are you gonna fucking do?
Bro, my spin boss, like, what's up?
What?
Say Drake.
Why does that look like Gollum breakdancing?
It does.
Hop out and show niggas. Certified monkey.
What does it say right here? Read it. Read this. Oh, I got a bounty? Come in my Walmart anytime. This is my Walmart. Read that last one for me.
Actually free.
I'm ready. This is my territory. Have you heard of the fucking Walmart veteran cartel? Can we go to aisle 13 and settle it? All right. So hold on. We're gonna settle this beef right now. All right. We're gonna settle the beef. You don't smoke? I'll be here tomorrow, 8 a.m. all day. My manager's gonna back me up. I'm gonna continue to smoke my blunt and do my job.
You're the most disrespectful person I've ever been to.
You literally threatened my life, and I'm the disrespectful one. How does that make sense? Tell me. I'm just wondering. I'm just doing my job, bro. What does this say right here?
This feels like the start of a bad porn.
Oh my God, he broke him open. This animal's blow is as fast as the speed of a .22 caliber bullet. And as if that isn't enough, it has the strongest blow of any animal in the world. Its blow is so strong and fast that it generates bubbles with a temperature similar to the surface of the sun, evaporating the water around it. That is why, with every blow, bubbles come out. Divers and fishermen warn never to handle them, as they can break bones or tear off a finger with a single blow. Oh, shit!
Damn.
Oh my God, he broke it!
The dog looked inside this drain every day. When the firefighters discovered the reason, they were surprised. In the area,
I've seen this one.
I don't watch these sad ones because I ain't about to cry in front of y'all. So no.
Again.
Shut up. Oh!
Dad's sneezing.
You've been last on everything. It's not personal. You just need to go home and you need to train more. But I can't have you holding this class back up.
Please don't do this.
I can't, brother. This is not personal. It's performance. You're holding the class back. You're not making the cut. You got to go. Ring the bell 3 times.
I'm not quitting. You're making me quit.
I'm making you quit. Because
Based on performance,
based on
you're
performance.
quitting. We're asking you to quit. You're holding your class back. If this continues, the entire class is going to be fucking absent. Ring the bell 3 times. You're done.
There you go. There's 4. Just what I'd expect. Get it. Hey, take him. Roll and take him out of here. Thank you. You've been last on everything. It's not personal.
Whatever.
Okay.
Clear time. Tornado. Pineapple vodka. Vodka. Strawberry vodka. Some coconut rum. We have a little bit of Malibu here, okay?
Bro.
So basically what they did is they took a rum and then added some coconut liqueur and call it coconut.
You ain't walking nowhere tonight.
A little bit of lemon lime soda.
Ooh, Sprite, my favorite.
Boy, Hawaiian punch. Oh yeah, pineapple juice. I'm a stream, right? Midori here, okay? So you get a nice bit of melanin. And Blue Curacao is an orange flavor. I mean, you have some oranges in here, but you got to shake it to get it right. Boom. And there you have it. Okay? This is called the People Pleaser Jungle Juice. It's good to go.
I was gonna say it's a jungle.
Called to fall on your face. Shit, really?
Right?
Damn.
We did it all the time.
The article I sent you, the victim was the mother of the suspect. Yeah, I saw that, Aces. That's crazy.
Hey, I still get so many questions about my vocal.
Oh, not this guy
probably
again.
every day. Let's put it to the test. The most famous singer with the lowest starting range is Elvis Presley.
Is this Rick Astley? This is the skinniest, littlest white boy I ever seen in my life with that deep ass, truth, no feelings voice.
He starts at a B1. And he goes up to A5, which is pretty high for a guy. Then you've got Beyonce, who starts at an A2. And goes up to an E6. Then you've got crazy freaks of nature like Christina Aguilera and Mariah Carey, who can go even higher than that. Let's try some high stuff. This is going to sound ridiculous coming out of my mouth. Right. In the comments right now, let me know what songs you want to hear.
This dude is an alien. Sorry.
What? What the is this?
We got this.
When did you? I don't know when we got. What the hell is this?
How the does something like this just come up? What the fuck is in the driveway right now?
What the hell are you talking about?
What the? You know what I'm talking about, Dad. There's a giant ass gate. Open the gate.
Hey, come this way!
A drastic turn of events for John Lawley, a former criminal who became a hero Saturday morning. He was driving on the Southwest Freeway around 10 a.m. when he found himself in the middle of a shootout between a carjacking suspect and multiple Houston police officers. Lawley saw one of them get shot and didn't think twice before coming to the rescue.
Just kind of ran over there and I grabbed that guy with the other police officer, and me and him together, we grabbed him by his vest and we dragged him behind the truck, and I kind of tucked him underneath the truck so he wouldn't get shot again.
Lawley documented the entire...
Daddy wanted to...
Take a picture. Oh, hey, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Don't walk on the garden. I need to put up a sign, man. It's fine. Go to my happy place. Back to the beginning. Take a picture.
I can't. He's got the cat by the throat. He's good.
Hmm?
Yep, dog's good. Dog's got the cat. Holy fuck. I can't.
Standing in a crowded... This is the most terrifying job in the world, offering $150,000 yearly.
Nope. I know where that's going. Nope.
Cranberry?
The cranberry bogs. You guys don't know about this?
No.
I guess it's a Massachusetts thing. Yeah, so the bogs are full of wolf spiders.
Oh, hell no.
Negative. Yeah. So they flood the bogs so that the cranberries float to the surface so that they can harvest them. And you have to go in and scoop all the cranberries out. And it's full of big ass wolf spiders.
Oh!
Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I quit. I'm out. Bye.
Aww.
Take it off right now. I am embarrassed. Those people are staring. Don't do it. Don't do it. Evan, please don't. Take it off right now.
What are you watching that this is in your algorithm?
I don't like no whips and chains. You can't tie me down. Whip your loving on me, baby.
Hold on. Is that my Bentley?
This is your Bentley?
This is my Bentley. Get you the fuck out of here.
What?
Yeah. Your
Really?
Bentley. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, please. Yeah, I'm gonna get in my Bentley.
Oh, this your car?
Yeah, it's my Rolls Royce.
Shit. Can I ride with you?
No, because I don't date gold diggers.
What is that?
Clam? Muscle? Why?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Getting pearls out.
Cool.
I'm about to hit 30 million subscribers. There's almost 50 left. There it is. Oh, gosh. Now there's almost 10 left. We hit it. Ah! Yeah! Let's freaking go.
No. Before anybody asks, no.
Oh!
Exactly! What you just saw, but 30 times bigger!
Hey guys.
Oh, this dude? Nope. No. This dude is insane. I have watched multiple videos on this dude climbing buildings and having the police chase him. Like, this guy's insane. Something's not right upstairs to be doing this kind of stuff. He don't have no helmet, no parachutes, no nothing. He just does it.
I'm all good. I'll meet you at the top. If you pop this out, you can knock me off. No, you'll knock me off. Don't do that.
What's your first name, man?
Mason, I'll just meet you at the top. I got it. Don't worry.
Mason.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop you before you can get to the top. I know what you're trying to do. You want to make your message. We're not gonna bother you, but we're not gonna let you go all the way up to the top.
Why? But I'm worried you guys are gonna pop these off and then you're gonna knock me off. Trust me.
Well, we're getting above you, and we're gonna knock off the one that's closest above you.
Well, I'm telling you, if it comes down and hits me, I'm gonna die. I can easily get to the top. This is nothing.
No.
I'm a professional climber.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
You right now is you're putting our lives at risk, and you're putting your lives at risk. I'm okay with the message and the attention you're trying to grab, Mason. I get it. We've done this before.
I know, but I've seen it's way safer to just meet me at the top. Hey guys, 3, 2, 1, get it! Three.
Well, that hurt.
What?
Ow.
1, get it! Get the out of my car, mother. What are you doing? It's my car.
Stolen from you a week ago.
No, it was not, dude.
You
Back
got
the f up.
Here, I got my fucking proof.
No, watch out.
You got proof it's your
Dude,
car.
no,
My
get
shit
the
was stolen from. Prove it. Stolen
Hey,
from you.
someone call the cops. You're stealing my shit.
No, I'm not stealing shit. It's stolen from
I'm
me.
not fucking idiot, dude. Back the f up.
Yes, my name is James. My car was stolen about a week ago, and I've got the guy who stole my
Tweak your
car.
ass.
He's saying that it's his car, and he's trying to take off with it. Yeah, Albert.
Back the f up for my shit, dude. I don't fucking play like that, dude. Go fucking smoke your shit elsewhere. Get the f from my shit. Fuck off, dude. Go fucking steal some chips. You got my fucking car stolen. Fucking pussy. You up, dude. Get the f out of my car, man.
Mumbles, what happened? What happened to you, girl?
Holy shit.
Did something get
Babe.
you or did you get stuck?
Come here real quick.
Girl, I'm here. I think someone came after Mumbles. What happened? Stay back, pup. Stay back. I just came up to check on all the birds and I found Mumbles hiding in the stall and she has a red head. Did you get your head stuck in something?
I mean, Zoe jumped in the water and this is what happened.
No.
So my friend Austin and I decided to make a video of us trying to find the ring. But little did we know, we were about to find something completely different. We grabbed a water mask and then we began searching. In the beginning of our search, we found some fish and some pop cans, but there was no sight of the ring. But 30 minutes into our search, we saw something stuck in the mud and rocks. After a couple of times, we managed to get it unstuck, but on the way up, I dropped it, so we had to go back to get it. This metal safe must have been down there for a very long time because it's super weathered and old looking. And unfortunately, couldn't get it open.
Oh, no, I said the other tree trunk. Oh, geez. Run the other way. The other way. Get the hose. Oh, no, I said the other tree trunk. Oh, geez. Run the other way. The other way. Get the hose. Oh, no, I said the other tree trunk. Oh, geez. Run the other way. The other way. Get the hose. Oh, no, I said the other tree trunk. Oh, geez. Run the other way. The other way. Get the hose. Oh, no.
There you go. We're stuck.
Why not me first? I don't want to go first.
Hey, man.
Yo, I swear this.
Okay. I don't know how we got on this to begin with.
Are you done?
How did we get on this anyway? Sorry.
I don't know, but I'm about to get off. I hate TikTok. Oh, it makes me feel like I'm crazy.
Well, I
Every
mean,
5 seconds is something new. Like you can go from somebody blowing their nose to someone taking a shit to puppies. Like, ugh.
Some of the people are so cringy. Like it's so fake and just.
I don't know. I don't know how we got on anyway. I was
You
stuff.
did that.
Again.
Squirrel.
Shut it down. Anyway, moving on. Really was
Phenomenal.
do. TikTok rabbit holes. 100%. That's why I don't like TikTok, and I don't go to TikTok, and I don't use TikTok.
No, Chopper, I'm not live. I'm up here with Doggo. I hope I'm not live.
I would hope you would know.
I mean, nobody has access to any of my stuff unless my kid's messing with me. I don't think I'm live, though.
We were talking about Seth and T-Rev's girlfriend. That's how, and then we ended up, anyway.
Squirrel.
Chopper says, Mom, you're live. No. Okay, I see it. Hello, Chopper. Anyway, what are we going to talk about now that we're halfway through this? Anybody? Anything?
It's your show, bro.
I said pick a topic. Whatever we talk about. Open discussion. Somebody talk about something. Bro.
Something.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab something.
Thank you, Chopper, for subbing. I went through and dropped the link to the show in 10 different Discords.
So what's everyone up to this weekend?
Not a dang thing.
Not a whole lot. I'm doing
It's a crazy weekend here in Indiana, and I'm not going anywhere.
It's just hot as hell here today.
I need to find out if they had the race today or not. Or if the rain made them postpone it till tomorrow. See, not only is it Memorial Day weekend, but we have the Indy 500 NASCAR race. I can hear them racing from my house.
Lanterns and jam. Let's see here. Well, hello to everybody or anybody that jumped in since. Thank you for joining us. Did we lose somebody that was up here? No.
Kimber.
No. Yeah, where'd she go? She get TikToked out too?
I don't know.
I love to watch creators watch Metallica's live in Russia. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that though, Tina, because if you play anything by Metallica, you get whacked. Nuh-uh. I can't do it, Captain. Finish shopping, hate shopping. Kelly, Mama Bear, Marion, wonderful people. We thank you. Thank you, Marion. Appreciate you very much.
Aww.
Indy 500. I don't know how anybody can watch those. I never did understand that. Especially you just sit there and go.
Yeah.
All day. I just never did get that.
I think a lot of people just watch it for the crashes.
Yeah, it's true too.
I don't understand why you just watch a bunch of cars drive in a circle.
It's kind of like watching the Cleveland Browns.
Somebody thinks she's funny.
Let's see the delay.
Yeah, I've played Metallica stuff before. As soon as the first verse starts to play, it's gone. Every time. So, anybody got any plans for this weekend?
Oh, that's what we were just talking about. It's like the race is either today or I was trying to look to see if they ended up having the race, if they postponed it, or what, because the storms came through, so I don't know. The Indy 500 is expected to start at about 4:30.
Have
Okay.
you heard of the Psychic Sleuth? I have not. Sorry. to stay dry. You're gonna stay. Okay, that's a good plan, Marion. Yeah, it's a little cloudy here.
This is fucking stupid.
It's just hot here. Like, it's just been miserable hot for 2 days. Like, it rained yesterday for like 20 minutes, and then it just became worse hot.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That's how it is here. It's sticky hot.
Yep. I like to sit out on the sun deck, and like, I think me and the dogs were out there for like 2 hours, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I came again.
I think I sent Diego a picture yesterday. It's of the weather. It was 89 degrees with the real feel of 102.
It's 83 here,
That's
I think.
humidity here. It's horrible.
It's 96.
Where are you at? Where are you at, Tomboy?
Dallas.
Oh, hell no. Nope. Not for me. Yeah, I don't go to I don't purposely go to Texas. Would never. It's too hot. Tina, I'm sorry. I hope everything gets better. Sorry to hear that. Oh, there you are. Where'd you go, Kimber? Did you fall off or did you jump off? There's your link if you want to come back up. Did T-Rev find his... Or did they find T-Rev's T-Rex spirit box? Maybe they need to use another spirit box to find that spirit box. I don't know. Just saying. Is it hot?
Sounds like they started about an hour ago, and they're going to try and get in all 200 laps before dark.
Good luck with that one.
Right?
I haven't been to a race in a long time. I think the last one I went to was up on the Ridge.
I used to work on the rescue squad for Sharon Speedway, and that's the last time I've been to a race. Long time ago.
Even living in Daytona, the Daytona 500 is just way too many people there, and I don't care that much for humans in person. So,
Chopper.
Way too many.
That's the way it is here. There's too many people, too many naked people that I don't care to see naked. Too many drunk people. It's just ugh.
They get naked.
Naked
Oh my
people
God,
out there.
dude.
When you
They
get
don't
drunk,
call
you
it the
get
snake
stupid.
pit for nothing.
I mean, okay. What was Cletus talking about in the background, Clue? I heard him say something.
Oh,
Don't get him started. You'll see.
you'll see.
What happened? What happened?
Nothing. You'll
Something
see.
Something I'm working on in the background. That's fucking cracking me
One
up.
of his songs.
Planners and jam.
Yep, the Ballad of Planters and Jam, Peanut Head and Jams.
Peanut Head. Or the Porpoise. Dun, 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 dun. That's her superhero name, the Porpoise. Supervillain. She's 83. Oh, I'm sorry, Tina. I hope she gets better. So, what's everybody thinking so far about everything that's been going on over the past 3 days? We'll just say around the true crime community.
I think
Anybody?
everyone's lost their damn minds.
That happened a long time ago, but I agree.
I don't know if is one of the planets in retrograde or something. Like what should we be blaming? Is it?
I think
Mercury?
the Earth is tilted. Truly.
Or like maybe the apocalypse is coming.
So that's been happening for a couple of years now, but it's possible. What the hell? Where'd that come from, Moni? Moni just said something. She was talking. Who's she? Wait a minute. Let me back up a little bit here. I don't see another comment. Oh, the psychic sleuth. She was talking about Caleb Harris. She was saying he was earning money swinging, and this couple doesn't live too far from him, hence why he didn't have shoes on. Really? Okay. So then what would have happened to him? I don't know. Does anybody
Some of
think?
these psychics, they really put some disgusting stuff out.
Well, there's one psychic. I don't follow them. I'm not saying what they do is wrong. I'm not saying I don't believe what they're saying. I'm just saying it's not my thing. But one of them, I was just telling this to somebody last night. I think it was Clue. She kind of solved the case, and I was like, "Well, okay, something's up." The Vallow case. And so I would listen to what she has to say, but I don't know. I don't follow that stuff very closely. It has gotten very messy, Carly, I do believe. Does anybody think anything new? Hey, puppy. Yeah, cutie. Does anybody think that oh, thank you, Southern. It is it is on fire. Does anybody think that we're gonna get anything new coming with Sebastian this next coming week, I should say?
Not anytime soon, I don't think, because I think law enforcement's doing what they do, and until we hear something from them.
I have a feeling. I don't know why, but I have a feeling this week something's gonna pop, something kind of big. I don't know, and I'll probably be wrong, and that's okay. But I just feel like something's coming.
I would just be curious to know if there are any other dates that anybody else in the family find. I don't know. Never mind. Like any dates coming up that are significant anniversaries of anything else that happened, because it's kind of weird that he disappeared on the anniversary of the divorce.
Oh, that's definitely something that is.
So, like, I wonder if there's any other significant dates coming up.
I don't know not that I can think of. I wanted to ask a question to some of you guys because I've never really touched on it, and I know most of you guys will probably know, but does anybody remember Riley Lively?
Yeah, the TikToker.
Okay, and you remember?
Yeah.
Pretty sure she was in Clue. I know you knew, so correct me if I say this wrong, but wasn't she in charge of the whole Cajun Navy organizational thing?
She was posting on the United Cajun Navy's website about searches. I saw her post.
Yeah, I don't know if she was like in charge, but she was definitely
involved.
My understanding was that she organized and put all that together. Are you there, Clue? Cletus? Stick Toes? Clue Dog? Anybody?
Kimber?
So what I saw was that she was posted on Facebook, and then she got attacked, and then she posted a bunch of screenshots on Facebook from where
did she go and why?
I don't know. I know she got attacked for some of the stuff that she was saying, and of course, whenever
you there?
Yeah, sorry, he turned the game on, and I don't know if this mic blocks out background noise. It's got music on it, and I don't want it to. Because one time I was live, and he turned on freaking Deadliest Catch, and I had a copyright. I was like, really? For 2 seconds of a show? But YouTube hates me anyway.
I've had it
But
happen.
I know that whenever they caught all the flack that they were catching about being scammers and all that stuff, she had posted some stuff on Facebook. And then from what I saw, she just disappeared, which I don't get on Facebook often. I don't watch a lot of stuff. Like, that's just not how I work. I mean, my main thing was like when they were looking for Riley and they needed fuel, I did reach out to like local places, and I found somewhere that had the fuel that they needed, and private messaged them and was like, hey, this is the guy that has the fuel. He says he's got enough for however many boats you want to bring over there. But other than that, I don't really communicate with any of them.
Right. I got you. I was curious because she just poof was gone, and I heard some things. I wasn't sure. Are you back, Cletus? Anybody?
What was that? Sorry.
I said it's okay. I was asking about anybody if they remembered Riley Lively, and when she was quote unquote supposedly in charge of the organizational thing with the Cajun Navy stuff. You remember that, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I remember him being. You're talking about like this computer thing.
I wasn't there yet, but I was getting close to it. Yeah.
I just remember him being upset about like electronics, right? Like they're keeping this, they still have this, blah blah.
Because I had heard something about that's what I was going to. You guys was she supposedly was in charge of organizing the whole Cajun Navy scenario, and then she just disappeared. Well, there was something about a computer being handed over to her to fix or something, and she turned it over to law enforcement, and then after that, she was gone. I didn't know if anybody knew anything about that or any more about that than what we've heard. I was just curious, and he was kind of upset about something. I guess I don't know any of for like specific facts because you know how the rumor mill runs, so that's why I've never really gone into that. So I won't say I'm provoking Chris or Seth, but I will point finger once.
I don't ever remember hearing a story about a laptop that was turned over. That's what I can say. I don't remember, and I don't. It could have been said, but there's been so many interviews. You know, you can't pick a part of the whole interview, and somebody can try to cram it in my head that I remember, but I don't. I don't remember. You can tell me that it was this interview or that. I don't remember it being said, but I know. And if somebody says a TikToker, I know who and they say the United Cajun Navy, she was organizing searches. I know who it was. It was Riley Lively. But do I remember a specific conversation where a laptop was turned over, what was given to her by Seth, then turned over to the Cajun Navy, and that's when the Cajun Navy left town? No. The Cajun Navy said they left town because of threats. Do I know?
Hey, Salty.
I don't know all of this. I don't know anything about all of this that has happened. So I can't tell you that I don't remember a conversation like that. And
neither do I.
So I'm, you know, it's not something that's not something that, you know, that I don't know if it's part of a rumor mill or, you know.
That's what I've kind of gathered because I've been looking around. That's why I figured I'd ask you guys. I've looked around and I don't see nothing about that anywhere. So it had to have been, in my opinion, started through the rumor mill somewhere. I don't know.
And he's upset about the electronics. I know he's upset about the Chromebook and the Switch. And I don't know if they still have the PS4. And I think they still have Sebastian's phone. But of course, they're not going to give those. They're not going to give those back because Sebastian's the one that's missing, and this is an ongoing investigation.
I gotta say, personally, I am curious as to why they gave some electronics back, but not the rest of them. That's interesting to me. So I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. I thought Seth had said that they had returned some of it, like a Switch or something.
They still have his Switch because Seth's really upset that they won't return the Switch. He's really, from what I've gathered from some interviews, because he has mentioned the Switch in some of the interviews, and he's really upset about the Switch. And I don't know if they still. Clue, do they still have the PS4? I can't remember, but I know one night he said that they still had the Switch and the Chromebook that his mom had got him for Christmas, that Seth's mom had got him for Christmas. But I can't remember if they have the PS4 or not. But I know they still have, he said they still have the Switch and the Chromebook.
If I answered that, honey, I'd be telling a story because there's been so much talking.
I know. But I remember.
And I'm with Kimber on this. I don't remember anything being said about a laptop or anything, but I will also say that I do not, as I previously just stated, do TikTok. I can't stand that shit.
Me either. That's probably why I don't know about it then.
Yeah, so if it was on there, then I got nothing.
Right.
Why is he so concerned with the Switch, though? That's my question. More so than anything else.
I'm just going to say he's raised enough money that if it was just about like I know he said like, oh well, that stuff needs to be in Sebastian's room when he gets home, so he has them. And it's like,
Go
you've
buy another
got a
one.
bunch of money, go buy a new one.
That's what I said too. I'm like, I mean, dude, come on. People done giving you $25,000. Go get you a new Switch. He's not going to care
Right.
if it was
Yeah.
his or not.
Like,
Teresa,
you
he
know how
said,
happy Sebastian would probably be if he came home and had like a brand new of the latest model PlayStation and Switch?
he should have more than that when he comes home. But I
But
agree.
but I'm saying, like, just go buy a new one and buy like the most recent. Oh, my dog's being an idiot. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear him bark.
Oh, you're okay.
But yeah, like just go buy the most recent type, you know, the most upgraded, and replace it.
I think it's all just a way to throw shade at law enforcement. They still have my
Well,
stuff.
the other thing
But
that
yeah, I don't know
the
if
other,
it's him just being like, poor me, they still have this stuff, I want it back.
well, the other thing
Or
that's
what.
interesting too is that we've not heard of them taking any kind of devices from Chris and Katie and not giving them back. So I'm just saying I'm curious to see why.
I mean, do we know that though?
Well, I mean, not that that's why I said not that we know of. They haven't said anything about it, so that could mean that they have, and we just don't know about it. So that's true. Very true. We don't know.
And okay, I'm not trying to take up for Seth in any way, because I don't know what Seth is feeling as a father with a missing child. Just take away everything else that he's done. Let's pull that all out of the equation, and let's just look at him as a father with a missing child. And they've got his son's things. He may want those back because they were specifically Sebastian's.
And that's agreeable. I can agree. Yeah, it could be just something he wants for the memory of, or not the memory, but the
Because
you
they're
know what I'm
specifically Sebastian's.
yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
So
I do agree.
that could be the case. If you take away everything else and you just look at that could be they are Sebastian's and he wants those back because they are his sons.
I mean, he could say it that way then, because he hasn't said it like that. He's just said like, oh well, we need those back so that Sebastian has them when he comes home.
Mm-hmm.
He could say, like, oh, they were his, and it's special and sentimental to me, and I want them back. But that's not how he's worded it.
I've actually seen others say that, Carl.
I don't think he wants to word it like that, because if he words it like that they are sentimental, I think that if he words it a certain way.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That people
that it means that he doesn't want to word it a certain way because it means he doesn't want to put it out there like Sebastian's gone. He doesn't want to put it out there like Sebastian's not with us anymore. And he doesn't want to face that. He doesn't want to have to face that reality, face the possibility that could be a reality.
Yeah, I can see that. Plus, I mean, there also is the fact that literally anything any of the parents say is being picked apart and analyzed. So if he worded it that way, then people would be like, oh, it's because he's gone, he knows. So I guess I could see that.
Well, they wouldn't pick his apart nearly as far as, if Katie and Chris said something like that. We all know that. But I just think that that's not, and and I get it. It's a reality that nobody wants. It's a reality that nobody wants to face, or not a reality. It's a reality that nobody wants to look at right now. And I totally agree. I don't want to look at a reality that is a reality. So we all, lean towards the good and the hope that he will be returned.
I don't think anybody wants to, honestly.
No,
I know I haven't wanted to at all. I agree with that one. You're tearing apart Seth's words. The way people were doing Chris, the man has lost what little sense he had. I agree with that one. I do. I do. And he's done a lot to himself. You know, like I said, I've never ever had, understand, I've never had a personal issue with Seth Rogers myself ever. I've always felt horrible for what he's going through. I've always felt bad for him. The thing I've had issue with is the decisions that he's made in doing what he's doing that are going to affect Sebastian when he comes home, that possibly, and that could affect the investigation as of right now. The decisions were stupid. Okay. And I can't believe nobody told him not to do some of the things he's done. I think he's just ignoring him doing what he wants to do because that's what he's done from the beginning. Therefore, in turn, here we are. You know what I mean? I think he just needed to. I get, as a parent, I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing if I was in that situation, but there's ways to do things. You know, Katie's a parent too. They followed what law enforcement did. They did other things. They've taken part in different things as far as the case goes, without going out and ignoring law enforcement's wishes, and they're still doing okay. So I don't know. I just don't know.
I just wish somebody would come out and actually help all three of them like Tony claimed he was going
And
to.
one together, that's
Like,
right.
yeah, like get a PR person who's actually going to work with everybody and stop the shit show, for a lack of better words. Like,
Well,
just
here's the thing, Carl. That's a good point. And I think there's reasons behind that. I do agree with you. It says a lot. They probably would have spoke to him if he would have. What the hell?
I said sorry.
No, but you're
We
still
got
up here.
There's 2 clues.
Clue is a
Oh,
twin.
there's
Oh,
there we go.
I fixed it. Anyway,
twin clues.
Never be the same.
I don't know why this thing does that. If I sit on here for too long, it's like, nope, you got to go.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, it does say a lot because I don't feel like they can trust him. If he would have done the things he did in the beginning, making decisions, they probably would have told him more. But it's going to ruin the investigation. I'm sure they're looking at it that way. Does anyone know if Ellie is aware of this new tip line thing, Tony? But they need to be.
Oh, I'm sure somebody's turned that BS in.
They definitely need
What
to
is
be.
the point of that? I'm telling y'all, it almost like if I was on the outside looking in and I just come into this case, I'd be like, oh no, somebody don't want that little boy found.
That's exactly what I was saying because it basically makes it look like they are trying to redirect your call to somewhere that's not going to be heard and put out there. It's like Carrie Foster did in the beginning with what she was doing. Okay.
And I'm just gonna say this ain't the first time this has happened. This is number 2, bro. Remember?
Yep.
Like, no, I'm sorry, but that is sketchy as I don't know what. It really is.
It literally looks like somebody is trying to direct people's attention in another way away from finding him. And I'm sorry to say that, but that to me is how I see it. And that should be
weird.
That should be. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, it all just seems very weird. There's something not right.
Yeah, very much so. There's something going on with this, you guys. I'll be honest with you.
It feels like more than just a child that's missing. Like there's something weird going on.
There's something else, in my opinion, too, that's underlying with this. It ain't just a cut and dry missing child case. Period. There's something else that's not right about this, and I can't let go of that thought. Sorry.
I was even thinking that it could possibly be related to the stuff that you talked about in your stream yesterday.
You know,
Andy.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They believe they are smarter than law enforcement. I'm coming to Tennessee. F it. Salty's been ready to deal with this like head on since a long time ago. She's really, really over it.
All right.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, anybody who looks at this and they don't sit there in their own head, like forget watching a creator, forget just following the crowd, whatever. If you don't look at the stuff that Seth's team is doing and you don't find that a little suspicious, don't ever go to detective school or nothing. That is not the venue for you. I'm telling you, because it is just, it's terrible to watch.
Well, I'm gonna say this one time, and please know when I say this, I mean it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm being factual. Law enforcement, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I don't expect you all to agree with me, okay? But they need, in my opinion, to start watching him if they're not close and follow him around, go to different things that he goes to, so on and so forth. I'm telling you, because if they're not, they need to. Something ain't right on that side of the tracks. And I'm not saying it's him. I don't trust anything whatsoever about Tony Mathis. The fact that so many people have come and gone from that side of things is a big deal to me. I'm sorry. And I can't get it out of my mind. Something ain't right. They need to be watching him a little bit closer than I think they are. That's all I'm saying. If they're not already.
I don't think they are. I honestly, because I think it would be the same principle as following around Chris and Katie, right? They're not treating this as
right.
like anything happened other than he walked out of that house and he's a runaway. So
yep.
It does worry me as to whether or not they're actually looking into any of the sketchy things that are going on.
If they're seeing it, they need to see it for what it is, and I don't think they are, because they're probably not looking at the social media stuff. I mean, I might be wrong, guys. They could be right on top of it. Who knows? But I just something's not right with any of this stuff, and I'm very uncomfortable with it. I get a very weird feeling, a very uncomfortable feeling about what is going on over there, and I just don't know how to take it. Thank you, Captain James, very much. I appreciate the $9.99 super chat. Where are we at? And that's true. We don't know that they're not watching them, but it just doesn't seem like, I don't know. Wait, what is that? Annie said a creator broke down the December 7th FBI hotline. It was direct to Fox News. No crap. Creator we trust. Forget who it was. Please research before you say I am wrong again. I didn't say you were wrong, Annie, about anything that I know of. I don't even remember having this conversation.
Calm down, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not watching them, but some of the stuff that I think is going on, and they very well could be, you guys. I just said I don't know. Hello, Helen. I don't know what they're doing or not doing.
I would say I will honestly say if they have not had him on their radar by now, they probably do now.
I think they've done a good job all the way up to this point, in my opinion. LE is what I'm saying, but maybe I'm just wrong about what I think as far as the things that have gone on, the decisions, the fact that Tony, and this is why I'm saying this, the fact that Tony was putting out on that TikTok with the information he was putting out from that other guy, talking about it like it's factual. I would have thought that law enforcement would have said, hey, you don't need to be doing that, and shut it down, but they didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was questioning, are they watching the stuff that's going on over there? I do feel that they've been obviously paying attention to the other parts of the case, but that right there is what questioned me, or what I questioned. Why are you letting this happen without saying something or shutting it down? Because it just, to me, unless it's not illegal, I don't know. You know what I mean?
So the guy that has, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't even necessarily think that they need to be closely watching Seth as much as they need to be watching Tony.
The guy that put out that fake Amber Alert thing on Twitter, this is not the first time he's done that.
What are you talking about? The
sergeant, whatever the hell his name is, where the fake Amber Alert, yeah, the map and it's like a digital voice. That's not the first time he's done this in a case.
Oh, okay.
I've seen him for, I'm not going to use her name, but the kid that was missing in New York that was kidnapped and the idiot put the ransom note in her mailbox and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Gaga.
Like,
Yeah.
I was working with her family in the background and I saw that on Twitter and I messaged him. I was like, what is this? Like, are you real? Are you official? Like, what the hell? And the TBI is aware of their little Google phone number. It was posted on Twitter this morning that they are very aware.
Good.
Good, because that is so messed.
That should
Why
be
would you even do that if you want the child found? Why would you even do that?
That's the whole point right there. It makes it seem like they don't want that to happen.
Right. It's so
I mean,
sketchy.
But it's no different than TikToker. I don't agree with it, and it should have never happened. Please.
You just muted, Mom.
Yeah, he's got the game plan, so I asked him to turn it down a little bit.
Oh, I
but
couldn't hear
it's no different than YouTubers coming on their channels and saying, if you don't feel comfortable talking to law enforcement, you can message me, you can text me. Tony's not part of the true crime community. He's new to this community. He's new to the missing thing. So I don't like the guy as far as what he does to these cases. I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to judge him on a personal level, but just from what I've seen of him, and I made it clear, and Doggo will back me up, that he has no business near this case, and that was in the beginning.
I agree.
I
But
agree.
if he watches something that gets attention and makes money, in my opinion, he's going to jump on that train.
And then he brings Bullhorn Betty on to start. Come on now.
No.
Oh my Lord.
Out of everybody out there and anybody out there, that just proves who he is to me. Sorry.
He really got her involved with it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was somebody else.
Something's
too.
wrong with that man. He is trying to mess things up on purpose at this point, I think.
Tony is a true crime creator wannabe. I'm going to tell you. He's got ties to Idaho 4. He's got ties to Gabby Petito. He's a true crime wannabe. That's all he is.
And all he does
Should he
is
be charged with like trying to interfere with ongoing cases?
If he put out that Google phone number and that address, if it was him that put out that, he could be charged with impeding an investigation. Yes, he very well could be, because that is impeding an investigation. If he's putting out false information like that and going around the TBI to find a missing child, yes, he could be, and he should be.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, he should be. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, and he's an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
When you're already swimming in muddy waters, the last thing you should do in a missing child's case, or a case period, whether it's a different kind of case,
when
you don't do that. You don't do that. And I've said this on my panel, and I think I've said it over here. When you take upon yourself to become a true crime creator, you're also taking responsibility to be subpoenaed and drug into court.
Mm-hmm.
And Betty has no business near this case, because all she's done is went online with her little green screen behind her and run her mouth about people.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have a good history with cases. She doesn't have a good history with the majority of us on this platform.
I mean, she proved who she was. All of that whole crew, I was done with all of them when the Quentin Simon case came up. Well, actually, truly with Summer Wells, the way they acted on that one, standing out in front of people's houses, screaming at them while they're at their job. Again, I'm not saying I'm big fans of the Wells. Okay. They did it at Petito's too. Again, I'm not saying that I believed in there's ways to do things and not to do things. These people going out screaming in people's houses, in front of their houses, playing baby sounds in the background for Quentin Simon's kid. I mean, what the hell is wrong with that?
That made me sick.
That is the most tasteless shit I've ever seen in my life. And they all do it together. So it's like, no. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to do things. That's why anybody else that's out here trying to do anything about it, they make the rest of us look stupid. So people comment, well, I ain't trusting that. YouTube people, you know what they do. Thanks. You know what I mean?
And
obviously, we're not like that, but just saying.
And I'm going to say this: if this was my child missing, and somebody had put out a false a Google phone number to get around the TBI to call, I would be absolutely furious. I would be pounding law enforcement's door down for them to do something about it. And Katie may very well be, because I know I would be. I would be.
Well, I don't know. I'm with you. Like, if I was in this situation and the other party involved in making that child was out here acting like this, like, I'm telling you right now, we would have a problem. And I mean, one that might land me in freaking prison problem, because I really can't see what the motive is for this, unless you're covering up something, right? Like, why would you ever divert info from coming to law enforcement?
Right.
And that's how the optics look anyway.
Yeah, and it looks like, based on what has been said, well, they're not telling me nothing. They're not giving me what I want, so I'm going to go get it myself and do it this way and that way. That's not how that works, dude. Sorry. That's not at all how that works. If you really care where this child is and about bringing him home, then you'll sit the hell down and let the process do what it's supposed to do and stop doing this stupid shit. That's the issue I have with this.
I just want to say he is Seth's son, but he is Katie's son too.
Right.
And Katie is grieving just like Seth is. Seth has gone, and this is no shade to either one of them, but Seth has gone on interviews and he has cried, but he has also laughed. So what is the harm in Katie having a laugh or a giggle when she talks about Sebastian and remembers him in a happy way? There's no harm in it.
That's what pisses me off.
Exactly.
You saying that brings it back to watching dingbat dipshit Dirty Dolly do his live stream. She's laughing, folks. She's laughing. Well, why didn't you say that when Seth was laughing? What is the difference? Why can't both sides get the same amount of weight? That's what I'm saying. That's what pisses me off.
Because they chose their villain.
It just makes me sick that, like, I thought it was a great conversation when they went up on Queen Bee's and, talked about all these great things and talking about food that he likes and stuff he doesn't like and all of these things. And we got to know more about this child, where, like, if somebody were to find him, they could say, like, oh, he loves mangoes. Maybe I can get him some mango. Or, like, oh, he loves this video game. I can talk to him about this and keep him calm until the police get here.
Right.
Like something. But then for these other creators, and I'm not even going to name names, but for them to immediately fire up their own lives and be talking about, like, oh, they talk so negatively about him. They're talking about how he stinks. And it's like, no, that's not what was said.
Nope.
They were talking about how he was, starting puberty. And, and like every teenager has that phase. I'm sure, like, every parent has gone through the, like, oh my God, kid, wear your deodorant. Like, it's just a silly thing.
Yes.
But then to also talk about he's starting to get facial hair, that could be important, because maybe he has some facial hair growth now. Maybe he looks a little different. He's going through a growth spurt. Like,
right.
And then for people to try to twist it into, like, oh, they're saying all these horrible things about him. That's not what I got from it at all. And I was just so disgusted to see how many people immediately twisted these sweet, happy, silly things into something bad.
Yes, immediately. It's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Jody says, can we talk about the new mannequin information? It's confusing. What new mannequin information? Is there some kind of new info about mannequins that I've not heard?
Is she talking about the one that was found out in the woods or something?
That's not new. That's been out since we heard the audio about that morning. Is there something I don't know about, Jody? Because I don't know anything about mannequins. Sorry. I have not heard anything about that. There was a mannequin in a barn that you could see driving on the road, and there was one in the woods, and that was it. But that's old stuff. I don't know, hon.
But it's just like Salty and I were talking about, you know, what Katie said the other day about him not liking carbonated drinks. You know, say I thought I saw him like out with somebody and I thought, that's Sebastian, that's Sebastian. I could walk up and offer, say, here's a carbonated, here, take a drink of my, if he took a drink of my Coke and he did, I mean, that would be a weird thing for me to do. Okay, so y'all know, I might not do that. That would be very weird. And if it wasn't him, but if he didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
That's a valuable piece of information. You know, that he doesn't like carbonated beverages. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to run up to somebody's kid in a restaurant and go, here, take a drink of my Coke.
Right.
No, you
Well,
know, I
also
do
just
have
to know that
ADHD. You know,
to
I do
learn
have
that,
ADHD, so it could happen. But anyway.
but like with the books, like he loves to read, so that's good. And then he loves Starbucks. So like maybe somebody when they're going to a Barnes and Noble in that area can be on the lookout and think like, hey, it's a bookstore with a Starbucks. Maybe they'll see him. Like
I
there's
don't
so
believe he's
many.
in.
Hey,
Go ahead, I'm
boys.
sorry.
Yeah, I personally don't think that he's in Tennessee anymore. I think that he is alive though. And I think he's in a different state in my own opinion.
I don't
Good point.
believe that if he's in Tennessee, he's not in the Hendersonville area.
Somebody would have noticed by now if he was just out and about
Maybe,
locally.
maybe he. Don't forget though, he very well could be with somebody else still that they haven't
Yeah.
gotten.
And
come in
still, like we
contact.
go back to talking in the beginning, like somebody could have dyed his hair or shaved his head. You know, these tiny things that would make it so that somebody who's not that familiar with him and doesn't know him personally wouldn't recognize him.
And you also have to keep in mind that people, not everybody watches YouTube. Not everybody watches the news. When Summer went missing, there were people that lived 30 miles from where she went missing from. Stopped a police officer. I'm not going to put anybody's name out there, but somebody I know personally stopped a police officer and said, hey, do you know this child? And he was like, that's a missing child.
Mm-hmm.
And he handed him a flyer and was like, yes, this is a missing child. No bolo had been sent out across the state of Tennessee. I'm from Paducah, and they were running Summer's case in my hometown. Like you can go back and look at WPSD news. They were running her case in my hometown. But not everybody watches true crime. And as far as people gathering together and going after one side or another, that is the mob mentality that happens. Because you have this group of creators, and they may have 1,500 people in their chat every night. Those 1,500 people are loyal to that creator. So they're not going to take the time to do their own research or build their own opinion. They're going to go by what their creator says, because they're going to send those messages and get their comment pulled up on screen, and that makes them feel like they're somebody. They're important. They belong somewhere. And that's human nature, to want to belong somewhere.
Right.
But you can't go after parents in these cases, because one case that you guys will always hear me refer back to is Michael Vaughn. Brandy and Tyler were run through the mud. Her parents were brought into it. His parents were brought into it. The big kids were brought into it. They were drugged through the entire mud. And you still have channels to this day that go live randomly and want to point fingers, even though law enforcement has come out and made it very obvious they have suspects in that case.
Right.
They have people. They did whole big poster board prints of these people and did a press conference. But as far as Katie coming out on Queen Bees and talking, I think it was a beautiful thing. I sat and watched it, and I think it was a beautiful thing that she was actually able to come out and talk, because everybody that sat around and said, well, Katie's gone silent. Katie's gone silent. We don't hear anything from Katie. Well, when she does come out and talk, it's run by these channels that have no business near missing cases to start with. I don't care if you're Krama or whatever you want to title yourself as. You have no business near a missing case, because they don't know how to handle missing cases.
I agree.
Because they don't know how to handle themselves professionally.
Yes,
she
ma'am.
finally comes out and talks. She gives us these important details, these things that we've been begging for.
The whole
and they
time,
just want to rake her over the coals.
that's it. The whole time she's saying these amazing things, I loved it. You know, I was sitting there. I got to ask a couple questions. I'm watching the chat because there were still some trolls in there. And the very next day, everybody, when were they going to talk about Sebastian? Were you not listening? Because that's what they were doing the entire time. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that?
Right.
They did everything that they should have done a long time ago. Okay. But they were being harassed so much that they weren't able to do that, because every time they would come out, boom, 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 they're getting hit right in the face with everything constantly. You're not hearing it because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear that these people had nothing to do with this. You don't want to hear that he had a good family life in this home. You don't want to hear that maybe he didn't want to go live with Seth or any of those things that were talked about that everybody gets so up in arms about. That's what the problem is. You don't want to hear anything other than what your stupid fucking narrative exists in.
Exactly.
It's bullshit.
Just the way that these people spin these narratives and twist these good things to make them bad, it baffles me. It's disgusting.
It's because they don't have anything better to do, and they get clicks and views, and they get their.
They don't care about having these kids found either. It's just content for them. It's
just like Mom was just talking about Summer Wells. They drug Don and Candace through the mud, and whether you like Don and Candace or not, I mean, Don and Candace have thrown down on each other. We all know that. And
right.
they've got a shady past and everything else. Here we are 3 or 4 years later. She still hasn't been found, but no charges have been brought against Don or Candace Wells. Whether you like them, whether you don't like them, personally or not, they have not had any charges brought against them. None.
And they've
whatsoever.
had every agency involved as well. Voice, I agree with you. It was a nice conversation. You do it again. Absolutely. It was the best conversation I've heard yet. And they even said themselves they were happy with it. So thank you, boys.
They immediately drag them through the mud. And, at first, that's your first thing. But then you start to realize, and you look at the area where their house was, like Don and Candace. Of course, Sebastian was in a more suburban area. But Don and Candace, they lived like basically boom. It was kind of the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their house, that's desolate around there. But and I understand that everybody always goes after the parents, and there have been several cases where it has happened that way.
That's it. That's why we go sometimes.
And I think that Susan Smith really started all of this. I think that, there are others, but I think that Susan Smith was the big one that started this, because that one really got a lot of media coverage.
Look at Adam Montgomery. That was another one.
Yes.
I agree. You know what I mean?
Susan Smith, and then Casey Anthony. Those two, they got so much media coverage. And I think that now everybody wants to attack. And, you're innocent until proven guilty in this country. And we have to, these parents are hurting. And even Seth is hurting. So you have to just, I don't agree with Seth's choices. No, I don't. Is he a father hurting? Do I believe he's a father hurting? Yes. Do I believe he could be making bad choices because he's hurting? Yes, I do.
Then he needs to start listening to people that are saying this to him and start making some changes. Clue, did you see what I put up on this?
I'm just going to say this. Have you guys ever thought that maybe good people, he can't listen to people that are genuinely good people because good people just don't want anything to do with him?
Yeah. No, I've gotten that before. I agree with you.
I opened myself to be there for him. I opened myself to be there for him. I called in to a channel there that he was in. I talked about this morning for truth. As soon as I woke up, I ended up on his panel this morning. I made my contact information available to him because we had Vern, who I work with on Twitter, the advocate, we've had billboards up for Sebastian since pretty much day one that he went missing. And we wanted to put up and extend more billboards. So I called into that channel. He has my name. He has my contact information. Terry Lynn has my email. His sister has my contact information. I've messaged his mother. I've reached out to him.
I've said it live on here too, and I was told that he has listened to this channel more than a couple times, and I've told him, I'll talk to you. Come on up here. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to send him down. Questions. I'm not going to nail. You know what I mean? Of course, he's not going to respond to me. So, anyway, did you see that question was at you, Clue, from Jody? She said, ask Clue about the mannequins. It was on her live. Apparently the one in the woods wasn't real. Is what the conversation was? I don't know.
I have no idea about that. I know the one that Chris was talking about on that show was the one in the the barn.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the one that was actually on the dispatch audio. It definitely did sound like it was in the woods, but I don't know why there's a
Well, the way they
there's a
sounded it,
confusion,
yeah,
right?
right, yeah. That's how it sounded to me, was that they were looking at it, thought it was a person, and then realized it was a mannequin and said it on the radio, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes, and
clearly-
it's weird because they do say he's just standing there. You
Mhm.
can't see that mannequin's legs unless they're just talking about because it wasn't moving.
Right.
But it just, the whole thing is.
There was only two of them. Okay, there was one in the barn window that Clue saw as they drove past the barn and thought it took her by surprise, and then she realized what it was. Then there was the one during the audio that we had heard that was in the woods. That's all there was to it. There was nothing else ever talked about it. They never led any more into it. The radio traffic didn't have any more about it either. So that's why I didn't understand if there was any confusion on it. Go watch that conversation back. He said the only mannequin was the one in the barn. Okay. Maybe he didn't know.
Unless he don't know about the other one. You know what I mean?
That's my thought. Maybe they didn't tell him because it was of no consequence to the case. You know what I'm saying? The audio said there's another pond back there, but there's a person in the woods by the pond, past the house on the other side of the tree line. Right. And then they said when they came up closer to it and said, wait a minute, that's not a person or something like that. I do believe. Wasn't that how they said it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's that important.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I don't either.
Honestly, I just don't think about it like that being that important because you have no idea the stuff that's in people's yards and in the woods around here. I mean,
and if it was important, Ellie would have been dealt with that already. We'd have heard something or saw something. It would have been
right.
It would have been dealt with. So that's why I've never made a big deal about it. Excuse me. My point is the heat signature in the woods. If it wasn't a mannequin, like they said, I have no idea. It's confusing, like I said. I don't think
a heat signature. Sorry, I was just gonna say a heat signature can just be. I don't know how warm it was the day before and what material the mannequin is, but there are some materials that will absorb the heat during the day. And I know that it was, several hours later, they're seeing it the next morning, but still there could have been.
If they were using a FLIR camera, I've used those multiple times to pick up heat signatures inside of a house for a fire, okay? An animal could be standing in the same spot, a squirrel, anything, and it'll pick up the heat from that. I don't know about the sun maybe shining on that and it absorbing any heat, because what those do is they pick up a specific spot, which is where the heat comes from, and then it radiates from there. That's how that typically works. So there definitely could have been a squirrel, a rabbit, and it's not going to show that specific shape, but it's going to show the heat from it, and it could have been right there. Okay, that's.
I was going to say the mannequins that we have at the store are plastic. So
they are. They're made out of plastic and like.
I mean, we have some that are wicker, but
plaster material too. Some of them are, but.
Yeah. Well, you got the big bucks.
You also have to remember it was not cold the night Sebastian went missing or the next day. It got colder that week and it rained, but it was not cold the night Sebastian went missing or the next day. It got colder in that week.
I'll tell you right now that around here, we use those mannequins for target practice for our bows and stuff like that. And we have them sitting in the tree line in the woods because when you hunt on the tree line, and it's a lot of people set them up like that around here. So I don't know if that's what it was or what. It could make sense.
Yeah, it's not that unusual to me. I mean, it's kind of odd to just, have a random mannequin in the woods, but I don't think it's related to anything. I don't think it means anything.
Again, if it was, law enforcement would have made a bigger deal about it. They didn't say another word. That's what I'm saying.
And we have some strange weather around here, and we have tornadoes in December. So you have to remember there could have been a tornado that came along and blew a mannequin in the woods, because we have tornadoes in December here.
Yeah, no,
we have the funkiest weather here you've ever seen. And
If
I
there
think
were
we
any-
did have we had one, and my husband just said we had one in December. So You know,
You guys got it.
it's not out of a possibility that a tornado didn't blow a mannequin in the woods over there.
Could have been a scarecrow too. People use those for that. Who knows? If there's flower beds and you don't want animals in them, boom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I don't think. Otherwise, it would have been a big deal.
Yeah, it's
No,
one of
like
those
I
things
said,
that just I think it sounds bizarre at first, and then when you actually like think about it, it's like, okay, yeah, there's many things that could explain
Well, if you
why
listen
it
to
was
Clue,
there.
it's Tennessee. That's what she says. So hey, I don't know. There is a mannequin in the woods right behind all school sports area. Don't think it has all the school sports areas. I don't think it has anything to do with us, in my opinion. I'm agree. I couldn't agree. Hey, Sarge.
Ew, Sarge, no.
Sarge,
No.
stop it,
Not
Sarge.
cool, dude.
What'd he do?
Just saying Sarge stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
The sirens
Something
are going
itches.
off. Well, Miss Barbara, if you're in a danger zone, please make sure you get to safety.
Sarge
So,
is
yeah.
being Sarge.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that I can't get past that audio. That has bothered me. It stuck with me. It still sticks with me, and it's gonna till something comes out of it because I just can't let it go. That's one thing. So I'm not saying anything about the mannequin. I'm talking about the audio itself. That has been the biggest thing that has drug on me with this case is that audio. So I will say that much. Sarah says that Chris has said that mannequin's been there for 20 years. Well, there you go. There's your answer, guys.
He's talking, and then that's that mannequin in that barn. That barn is old. That's that little barn on the side of the road. I think that mannequin's been in that barn for a long time.
Right.
Looking out the window. He's a little creepy thing, and he will startle you if you're driving down that road and you see him in that window. He's just kind of standing there staring out the window, and you're like, what?
Got you, Jody. I understand. Deborah said, welcome, first of all. Deborah Vanden Heuvel, I think. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Just like to know, with all the so-called justice for Sebastian, is any of them on the ground looking for high or
for him?
For him, or is it still just we need to get searched out there? Just talking and blaming time is irrelevant, I'm guessing. I think time is.
I think that lady is here. That Julie person.
Julia?
Yes. Yes, she's here.
In the chat?
No, hell no. In
Tennessee.
Okay. I've heard that. I mean, have we heard anything about? Somebody said she was doing live streams. I haven't seen any of them.
She like posts and stuff on what she's doing and things like that. But
gotcha.
She'll post a picture. I don't think she has a camera on her and on her dog. Her dog has a GoPro, but from my understanding, and I don't know, I don't think she actually live streams a search. I think she might post a picture, of the ground or something, but I don't think she actually lives. I don't know how she does it.
Gotcha. I've been following as much as I can because he does make statements about different things. SF Investigates. He said, where the hell did it go? I'm reading the book Canine Teams Beyond Basics of Search and Rescue, and just reached a few pages that are very relevant to what we've been seeing in the Riley Strain and Sebastian Rogers case. The book discusses how allowing unqualified searchers, e.g., without background checks and without proper coordination, can ruin the entire search and rescue relationship with law enforcement. It's astonishing to think that Seth and Tony would release someone from their team for requiring background checks before going on private property or being embedded with the other volunteers. The decision-making since Tony came on board has been mind-blowing. I agree. This affects the legitimate professionals who were working the case, as well as those of us not directly involved, because it damages the reputation of the entire investigation and the search and rescue industry. The highlighted pages seem very timely. Some LE agencies have been reluctant to use civilian cadaver dog teams because they are unsure about the team's trustworthiness. Many teams have worked hard to build positive and honorable relationships with the agencies, but in 2002, distrust. Okay. So again, that goes back to what I was saying. Absolutely. It almost looks, if I didn't know any better, and I honestly don't think I know any better, it almost looks like they're trying to, Tony is trying to spin this completely around and take everybody away from trying to find him. I know that sounds obscene and insane, but I'm telling you guys, that's what we're seeing with this. It's ridiculous. He needs to go.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, in my opinion, like he is intentionally trying to mess things up. We just need to figure out why.
That's it right there. I
Why?
absolutely agree with you. Why is he doing it though? What does he have to gain from that? That's the
Attention.
problem.
Build a name for himself. He gets to go on Nancy Grace. He gets to go on all these big media channels. And then now he's all over TikTok and he's been on YouTube channels with these big creators. And, you know, he's getting all kinds of attention.
How do you spell Julia's last name? Val, V-A-L, what?
Valenti.
Thank you, hon.
You're very welcome.
And Chopper and money.
Let's see here. She did post this. This is newer. The result of trusting your canine. Super proud of Canine Gator on this find. The woods of Western PA. The individual was stealing drugs from the nursing. Okay. He worked janitorial service and was selling them to high school kids. More drugs off the streets. This is why we do what we do. Okay. So
Have a good night, Kelly.
Take care, Kelly. Well, he can love true crime, Salty, but like meanwhile, he's ruining this case. It's insane. Somebody needs to see it for what it is and get him removed, in my opinion, at least. She doesn't have anything posted about Sebastian's thing in here. So
JC, I do still have your email, dear. I took a screenshot of it the other night, so I do still have your email.
May 22nd. I expected to learn about the dog search, but I did not expect the info Captain Julia Valenti shared. Thank you for this interview. I finally have closure. Justice for Sebastian is coming. That's interesting. What is this?
And I will be emailing you soon, JC. Julia put a thing out. I watched Michelle After Dark this morning, and she had put something out because Michelle read it. It was on Michelle After Dark.
Well, this is, let's see. Sebastian has been missing over 3 months with no new leads at the moment to the knowledge of the public. This tragic case seems to be frustrating to many with so many new interviews and tidbits of information floating around the internet, coupled with law enforcement remaining tight-lipped. Canine handler and Army Captain Julia Valenti is on the ground in Tennessee with her 2 canines, volunteering in the search for Sebastian. Valenti shares the importance of canines in these types of investigations, gives us a better idea of how they're trained. Truly fascinating. We continue to hold out. Sebastian will be found.
There you go, Salty.
Experience expressed by the individual in their own throughout. Yeah, that doesn't really say much of anything. I don't know. I do wish, though, that they would just give if they have something, even something small, and it doesn't affect the case, just tell the public, hey, we're still positively looking at this. But I know, and I've heard a lot of people say it, and I get it, they don't want to cause any problems with the case by doing that. I understand that completely. Let's see here. It says the devices are not. What is going on here?
I was gonna put what I saw last night or what I saw a day ago, but I can't post it in back chat. I'd have to post it in Discord.
Hold on a minute. You're up here, Salty, but it shows that it looks like it's locked or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Are you
Salty?
on your phone?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm getting this.
Well, as long as she can hear us and we can hear her, it's all good.
All righty then. Welcome.
Hang on. Yeah, I hear an echo again. So let me try to fix it.
If she's on her phone and has the rotation locked, that might be what that is.
Yeah, I think that is what that is.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you?
I can hear you guys now. I'm on my desktop, but I don't know why you can't see my little picture there. I've still got an echoes. Hang on.
Manum.
She disappeared completely.
Hi, JC. I do still. JC, post your email in the back chat one more time so I can make sure I can take a screenshot of it, honey, and then I'll make sure I've got it and I'll email you those. Because you want restaurants, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Post it in the back chat.
What
Again,
was
and I'll
the
make sure I
info?
got it.
What was the info you were talking about, Kimber? You were going to post somewhere, you said?
I'll have to post it in Discord. Give me a minute. Because it's a picture. I'll take a screenshot.
Okay.
It's
Thank
nothing.
you.
Let me.
I don't know, Mia. I don't know.
There you go, Kimber.
Okay, I got a screenshot of it. I think I took one in Mom's the other night, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my gummy kicked in.
Are you? There you are. Did you post in my Discord, Kimber? Or no? JC did that. Okay.
I just posted in back chat.
I see that. Yeah. Sorry about that. 3, 6.
Did you get kicked, Tomboy?
I falled out.
Falled out, huh?
I did.
I was falling asleep earlier. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so hard for me to stay awake during the day.
Well, I'm sorry if I'm boring you.
No, it's not you, Dago. It's my work schedule. You know this.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. Can you hear me, Salty?
Yeah, but I still got a bad echo. I came into.
Hold on. Let me fix that. I think I can fix that for you. Hold on a minute. Let me try this. Okay, now how does it sound, Salty? Is it any better?
Is there still an echo, Salty?
Yeah. No, it may not be now. Go ahead and say something.
Hello. I won't
No, I
sing
don't know.
for you.
Yes,
now
I
I'm
do.
hearing an echo though.
I am
too.
Oh my god.
Really? Why did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's
It's
echoing
bad.
now.
That's because I took the echo cancellation off in StreamYard because I've done that before and it helped. But good God. How about now?
It's good.
That's
All
better.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand why does she always have this problem? So weird. I don't understand it. She's on a desktop now too. Thank you, Pink. I appreciate that very much. I try not to be. Whether it's true or
Hi,
not,
Pink.
very nice of you to say that. There shouldn't be an echo with you guys now.
No.
Okay, good. I don't know. I'm with this case. I was able to join Mom's Prayer for several. I don't know what I don't either. I don't understand it. Like, Mom, do you run off of a laptop, right? No, Sarge. She knows how to shut down the YouTube. She's done it like for a long time, so that's not it. I'm just running off a standard PC, and none of the rest of you guys get echoes when you come up here, right?
No.
No.
I don't know what it is then. That's crazy.
If we did, we wouldn't come up here.
Unless it's the let me try something one more time. Well, no, because she still had it, but I know when I was doing headphones, she wasn't getting. I'm gonna try this, Salty. I'm gonna try my headphones again and see if that changes it. It could be the built-in microphone, but no, it's on 3 different devices she's done this on, and it's had problems. So, all right, try it again, Salty. Try to come up here and see if it's there. I'm gonna use my headphones and see if it changes it for you.
What case were you guys talking about?
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Oh.
And honestly, at this point, you guys, I'm just kind of as hard as it is, because if you haven't noticed, I haven't really talked about it a whole lot over the past week or so. I'm kind of really trying to just let them do what they're doing and hope that something happens and see what the outcome is with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of trying to staying away from it a little bit compared to what I was, because it's just there's nothing really we can do. Can you hear me, Salty?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Do you have an echo?
No.
Well, there it is. Headphones.
No
Hopefully
echo
it
here.
stays that way. All
Good,
right.
this cheap ass pair I bought at the store a few hours ago is worth it then. Because the
There we
PC
go.
I bought just like 2 months ago, I didn't even think about it. There's no mic. And I got home and I'm like, it's like 2 months I've been like, you need to go get a mic. You need to go get a mic. And I'm busy and I'm like, oh shit, didn't get to get a mic. So today I was like, fuck that. I'm going to the Walmarts and getting my ass a cheap mic. So here I am.
There you go.
Aren't y'all
All right.
lucky?
You actually sound really good, very crisp and clear. So whatever
It's
mic
good
you're
for
using,
an $11 because I'm a cheap ass. I don't try to be spending lots of money on stuff. And this $11 headset, you're welcome.
it sounds great.
And the one I wear is like $20, and I mean, it's just a generic gaming headphone.
Yeah, I ain't trying to spend a fortune on YouTube.
Did you kick me out, Dago?
No, you fell out.
Well,
Kimber.
Stop falling
there's
out.
nothing there. I was trying to get something and you kicked me out. Whatever.
Fell out the window.
I haven't kicked anybody anywhere, so it's all
I
you.
always fall out the window.
We're all good. We were
All right.
doing
Always
bad.
fall
You
out
don't
the
have reason
window.
to kick us out.
So what's up, Salty? What you got going on?
I've been listening to a lot of nonsense for a few weeks,
Right.
and I've about had my limit with it all of it, every freaking bit of it, to the
I'm
point
joking.
where I'm about ready to load my car up and come. Especially if
girl.
people want to
You
continue to
stay
say
here.
that, you know, I've been in this game for too long. I cannot sit here and tell you any of these parents are guilty or any of them are innocent. But I'm not going to go out here and go hard after one or the other, because I think, how can you sit here and go after people for going after the Proudfoots, but yet we're doing that to Seth? I'm not. I think a lot of the things he said should never have been said. I think that he come out and said, I think the combination of the Flexeril and the anxiety medicine he was given together with that medicine, and we're not just talking taking Flexeril by itself or an anxiety pill by itself. He's taking them both together, because you would not have dozed off during a poly if you weren't on your meds. You can't doze off during a questioning session unless they left you alone for 5 seconds and watched you nod off and laughed while you were doing it, which is probably what they did. But the man come out already emotional basket case, probably already had things swimming in the back of his mind that none of us really thought about yet. Then all the, YouTube does its thing when they hone in on a suspect or a whatever, and it all snowballed, every bit of it. And Seth got caught up in every single bit of it, and he has said some really stupid things he should never have said. But if I, honest to God, thought that man had something to do with it, and I lived within earshot of his ass, I'm going to know every move he makes, and I'm a lot every move he makes. I'm not going to come out here and talk about what he's done or possibly done.
Right.
Because at this point, and I saw somebody sit on their panel. I could not need none of y'all that are here right now, because I ain't got no problem saying a name. I am not scared. But to sit on a panel and get really upset and irate and demand people be out searching, but you aren't. I don't understand that.
Nope.
And I don't, it's getting to a point where if we can't sit here and logically, nobody seems to really want to go down the road that he could have befriended a unsavory character from within the neighborhood, around the neighborhood. This boy wasn't as fragile as y'all all want to believe he was sometimes.
Right.
He was capable. I think he was able to do things. He was able to go outside and play. We don't know who he met within that neighborhood limit there, or what his, what he normally traveled in his little, did he go up and down Kellen playing sometimes? We don't know who he met in that area. Anybody could have lured him out of that home, especially if this child is saying things like, I got in trouble, this happened or that happened, or I'm unhappy. Pedophiles don't give a shit what your problem is. You just got to let them know you got one, and they're going to be your best friend now and take care of it for you. So I've listened to all the stuff. So if Katie and Chris were having some issues, if they were having a 3-hour phone call that night, if that child overheard some of that and didn't want his mama in the middle of it no more, didn't want to put anybody through any of it anymore, and just said, you know what, or the cat came by the window, whatever caused him to leave us in the way that he left. Why is nobody entertaining the fact that somebody could have picked him up outside that home and took him away? We don't want to even talk about that. We're too busy talking about what Katie did to him, or what Seth did to him, or what Robin did to him. We are not talking about what the legit bad guy across the fucking highway could have done to this kid.
Yep.
And I can't, I don't understand why everybody's afraid to even admit that's a possibility.
And I just have, because crazy. For me, I just have a hard time believing that they could have anything to do with it when they were like, those were the first people I know for a fact that police looked into, and they did it more than once.
Oh, I agree with you on that. I'm not saying that we should not, we shouldn't be blaming Seth, but we should blame Katie. I'm not saying that at all. I know law enforcement. Here's the thing. Everybody wants to.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I think you misunderstood me. I'm talking about the RSOs in that area.
Yeah, well, they're going to be looked at in every missing child investigation.
Right.
Everyone in that city is going to be looked at. Just because they knocked on the door and verbally spoke to the guy doesn't mean they made entry into that home. They can't just walk into the home.
Right.
Even they can. Hold on, because they can. Absolutely. If you are an RSO, you cannot stop them from entering your home in a missing persons case.
They still, even if they didn't go in there, and even if they did, I'm not saying it's the one that was 4 minutes away.
Right.
I'm saying there's a handful in the area.
Yeah.
Because so you can't rule them out, even if a cop looked inside their home, because they could have him in a different location. You better be watching their moves and following them.
And
I do agree.
Also, if somebody has him, they could also be moving him.
They could.
Yeah, that's possible too. But here's the thing, though: if this is true, whoever this person is that could be doing this, and this is purely speculative theory, okay? I would imagine they're keeping him happy somehow, to keep him quiet and comfortable, so he doesn't act out, freak out, make noise, things like that. So it's got to be some in that realm of things, is what I'm thinking, because I thought this way too for a long time.
Eventually he's going to ask for his mom.
Yes.
He's going to miss his mom. He's going to want to
what
talk
about
to
his
her.
medication?
Well,
That's
They
what worries me the
Look,
most.
here's the thing. If somebody lured that child out of that home and took him, they don't care about his medications. They
right.
don't care about Sebastian. Everybody needs to understand that. Not someone didn't feel bad for him and go pick him up and take him home to give him a good life.
Yeah, but if they took him and don't care about him and aren't giving him his medication, Dago, isn't that eventually gonna?
His medication, Chris said that he doesn't need the ADHD or autism medication. He
Right.
doesn't have to have that.
It's nothing life sustaining.
Right. So he could survive on it. Like my son took it for years and then he went off of it for a year. He was fine. I mean, he didn't focus
I think
like
they
he
were,
should, but
from what
that's
I've
it.
gathered listening to Chris and a little bit from we heard from Katie,
Mhm.
it sounds like they were trying to tweak sleep medication regimen
Yes.
for him because
Yes.
the child never slept. So when you don't sleep, a lot of things can happen to the body. Right, mind and the whole makeup of your body can go out of whack from lack of sleep, and it sounds like he had really a real issue with sleeping. So, and Chris even alluded to that they were had been going to the doctors, and I think they were adjusting medications because if he just got diagnosed a year ago or so with autism, and they're probably trying to find the right regimen to get him on, which takes time. It's not we got a pill for that. Let's give you this dose is going to be perfect. It doesn't work like that. But I don't think that, I agree with Clue and Dago. It wasn't like life-sustaining medications that he had to be on.
And
I gotta say too, Salty, I'm with you on the whole not letting Seth out of your sight. If I wanted to go to jail for stalking, I would do that.
Girl, you got to be slick about it.
Rocky, that question there. Listen, understand something. Yes, this could be an RSO, but it also could be somebody that's not registered as anybody. Like everybody starts off brand new. Exactly. So, and it says that why keep him happy and entertained? Why have him straight? These people are sick. That's why somebody's getting some kind of an enjoyment out of this. Whether, and I don't want to think about those things or talk about it right now, but it's reality and it's facts. These people do these things. This could be something completely different, guys. That somebody has him in there just to keep him around to be their slave or something. You know what I mean? People are mental. They do weird shit. I
don't know if any of you know who JC Dugard is. JC Dugard was kidnapped off the street at 8 years old.
Right.
She was found as a grown woman living in the backyard in a shack that her captors put her in. They brainwashed her. She didn't even know who she was anymore. She didn't even know who her real parents were. She birthed 2 children with the man who kidnapped her and molested her for years. And her name is JC Dugard. It's a very real story. You're welcome to look. There she is, right there.
Life.
She's very pretty. I've watched many documentaries on her. I see Elizabeth Smart right there too. There are many times these kids have went out and just went missing and disappeared for years and be found here.
And question, how many times? Because when JC was found, and is her mom's name Terry?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry never gave up on that girl.
Never.
And ever. And I don't know how she did it, but they said that police were within like 30 feet, 50 feet from her. How many times? Like 20 times?
That's just like the Elizabeth Smart case. Like she was dressed in Middle Eastern like clothing and was right in front of their faces the whole time. So
she was found. Elizabeth was 18 miles from her home when she was found. The day she was found.
9 months later.
And also look at the three young women, girls who were held by that Ariel Castro in Cleveland.
That's right. That's right. That's not that far from me at all.
Right in their neighborhood, in their own neighborhood.
10 years. People walk back and forth in front of that house, looking at that house, living next door to it. They had no idea, you guys. So
he had people over, and they didn't know.
Yes.
Right. And Elizabeth Smart said she could hear the searchers calling her name.
Yep. And that's
absolutely.
Think about being that child that's kidnapped and being able to hear people look for you and call your name.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. They are those 2 girls are so resilient, it's not even funny.
So much so. They've done some really good things. Elizabeth's done a lot of really good things. And
she's on Crime Watch Daily.
Yeah, and her parents were divorced. Of course, all their skeletons fell out of their closet because this was before social media was big, but mainstream media and the media that, you know, was cable news networks were big at the time. They destroyed the Smart family. People went, the public couldn't believe that this girl, you know, disappeared from her home in the middle of the night. No one knows where she's at. These parents have to be
her
in on
sister,
it.
wasn't it Elizabeth's sister that came forward and said?
Well, what? Yeah, she was in the same
Like-
room with Elizabeth.
Yeah, but it
and
took her.
when-
It took her like 6 months or something to be
well,
able to.
she couldn't remember whose voice it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had actually worked in the family home and done some maintenance around for the father, and so he wasn't there like all the time, but it was enough that they were familiar with him.
Yeah.
When he came in that night, because the garage door was not locked, it was a door from the garage to the home, and her sister's room was on one side of the house, the parents is on the other side of the house. I lived in a very similar home at the time, and he came into that back door, went straight into her room and kidnapped her, and the sister heard him, and he even told her, "Don't get up, I will kill your whole family." So she didn't get up right away. She was 6 years old.
Yeah.
So she did get up and go tell her dad, and he jumps up and goes, "Well, Elizabeth's gone." It took that little girl, I think you're right, it was 4 or 5 months went
It was
by.
a while.
And then she remembered it just dawned on her one day who that voice was, and she told her dad.
Right.
And when he notified the police, they put it back out there in the public, and they're like, "Wait a minute, that's that weird guy we always see downtown walking around with the garb on." And that's who it was the whole time.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff. Very crazy stuff.
And see how their home was, big, beautiful home in a nice neighborhood, Christian people, you know, whatever. They were there in Utah. They lived, the Latter-day Saints and all that stuff. But the family was totally innocent the entire time. And I saw the pain in Ed Smart's face every time. He never backed down from the media. He stood his ground. He stood there and fought for his name and his daughter. And there's the two son of a bitches that had her the whole time.
Yep.
Hey, yep. Absolutely. Yeah, Sean Hornbeck, that case too. Another crazy one.
Sean and Ben Ownby, the Michael Devlin guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I watched those when I was.
It happens. It definitely happens. And it was, what is this one? Helen says, think about the little girl that was taken out of the family tent at night. Of course, first thing they said, yeah, right. I remember.
And Polly Klaus, she was taken from her home.
Right there when her other friends were wide awake and saw the whole thing.
She was taken right out of her.
Is that the one where she was having a slumber party?
Yes.
And that did not end well at all. But she was taken from her home.
Right.
She was taken from her home while her
mom was in
asleep.
there asleep.
And then what about the baby? Baby, is it baby Holly? Holly Klaus?
Polly Klaus.
Polly Klaus was
Polly
not a
Klaus.
baby. She was a teenager.
Yeah, she was the one that was taken while she was having a slumber party.
Yeah, but who was the one?
Was it Lisa?
No.
No.
Harold is the dad, and Tina, I believe. And she was given to some nuns, and they gave her to the church, and then she was adopted, and then.
Are you talking about the babies that got switched at birth?
No.
Because there's a couple of those, and there's been babies that have been kidnapped and found later.
Let me see if I can find out.
Yeah. Well, and that's actually a good point, Cheesy. Somebody knowing that Katie was by herself is kind of inviting. I can agree with that. I've never thought of it that way, but that is a good point, Cheesy. Very good point.
Well, they're going to say, is anybody, if somebody was communicating with him, they're going to say, is anybody home with you tonight? Who's that kind of stuff. But the one thing I've had a problem with, thinking somebody lured him out. Now, if you're going to lure a child, you got to be communicating with that child somehow.
Right.
Other than just outside in the neighborhood.
The phone.
Possibly. So if you're communicating by device and you have been, you're going to say, bring that device with you, because now I need to destroy that device in 5 minutes. When I pick it up. So that puzzles me.
I do agree.
I don't know if he ran out because he saw a cat. We've heard over and over and over about how he loves these cats. Did he run out the door after a cat and
somebody grabbed him? Right. I mean,
know what
that's
happened? Yeah.
that's I mean, I really do feel though, like I said earlier, I can't let go of what we heard on the audio about the dog following the scent to the retention pond, then he's gone, blah 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 blah. I can't get rid of that out of my mind. So there's something, I feel that it has to have something to do with that. I could be completely wrong, but like I said, I just can't let go of that, and I don't know what it is or why. Or I do. I'll say this much, okay? And this is again just my theory. I'm not saying it's true, so please anybody don't take it and run with it. I think that law enforcement knows that there's a vehicle involved. I think they don't know what it is and whose it is, but I think they do know there's a vehicle involved. I'll say that much.
I feel the same way because I'll tell you why I think that. Why I really began to lean that way, because the last time Chris was on Clues, not the Queen Bee one, but on Clues live channel, he really wanted to tell more than what he knew he could share, because he knew if he did, it would take shade off Katie. But he also knew if he did, it would violate his trust with law enforcement, because he even said he really wanted to allude to more but wouldn't. And that's when I began to really listen good to what he was saying, because when I listen to these parents talking in interviews, I'm not listening for all the drama that's spewing from their mouths about each other. I'm listening for details on Sebastian and details they slip up and let you know about the case, because the more they talk, I don't give a shit who they are, the more they talk, they're going to slip up and start saying things.
Like the
Law
hidden-
enforcement knows that. That's why they're watching what's going on. Y'all think they don't know what's going on social media. They damn sure do.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Baby Holly.
Well, one thing that I keep going back to is in the very beginning, and I know like everybody came out afterwards and said, no, that was nothing. But in the beginning, there was talk about a mysterious car or an Uber that people had thought they had seen.
I remember that. Yeah.
Is it possible that actually was something, but law enforcement doesn't want us going down that
They're not
path?
going to come out and say.
Yeah, and that's why they're
some-
like, oh, that was nothing, ignore it, because that's something that they're looking into.
Here's the thing, if they have something like that and they do know the vehicle, they're not going to tell us, because that could spook the person if they put that out in the
Right.
public, and then they're not going to find it. So no. I
Right.
get
So
that.
if they come out and say, oh, no, that was nothing, don't think about it anymore, maybe that's because they want the person that was driving the car to think, oh, I got away with it.
Yeah, of course. That makes absolute sense, and that's fine. It's just been so long now that I don't know. I'm not a police officer. I don't do these. I'm not a detective, obviously. After 90 days with a missing child, I would think if they had something of like that has some strength to it, they would have done something yet. And I don't know if it's that they have a little bit, but they just don't have enough, or what the deal is, or what it is. But it's getting to be a long time. You know what I mean? That's my worry about this. That's
well,
all.
and to have that go back to whoever was saying that they could be moving him. Somebody could have Sebastian moving him. What if somebody picked him up in the car and they're like, hey, it's summer now, we're gonna go on a road trip, and they just don't know exactly where the car is now. Maybe they know.
Well, here's
maybe
the
they
thing.
have an idea of who it could be, but they have no idea where they are.
I've thought about that too, and if it's something like that, I would think it would have to be somebody that he knew, for him not to make a hell of a noise about that scenario. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it could have been someone that he met online, though. It goes back to if he thought that he was making a friend when he was playing games, and then this person, they make a plan for this person to meet up and take him on vacation or on a road trip.
If law enforcement sees at any point in time in that neighborhood, around it, beside it, wherever, if they feel like, if they have an image of somebody getting into a car that appears to be a young boy, but they don't have a clear image of the car to even tell what year it is clearly, no tag, whatever, then they're not going to know who that was. But if they had a clear image and they had a tag number, they'd absolutely know who it was, and they better be watching that person. But I feel like if they did see a car coming and going that night, they can't tell exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And maybe they've been trying, the CIA or Secret Service came in with the phones. They will analyze all of that, even the crappy Ring camera footage. 'Cause
Right.
I watched somebody do a video earlier. I'd never seen this creator. I listened to them. I don't even know nothing about them. But what interested me was they're from the area, and they did a drive, and it actually showed me real-time visualization down the road into the construction zone, which for me, that kind of stuff's important. I can look at a map all day. I can hear you describe to me things all day, but to see it in that way is different. And if they can tell, so then their son was in the car as they went down the street, and there's like 20 cameras just down that one road on these houses. And I know everybody's got their opinion on good cameras, crappy cameras, I get it. I'm not an idiot. I know what cameras look like and don't look like, but you can still see an image of something going down the road.
Well, see, it makes me wonder if I think you were in here, or maybe not, when we saw that one little piece, that clip of the interview with the sheriff talking about when he was he was talking to Nick Barris, and Nick asked him, he goes, well, with the lights in the backyard thing, and he goes, well, you know that this and that and who that is, and he goes, and Nick said, well, what is it? And he goes, I can't tell you that. It made me wonder when he said that, because he said it's still an ongoing investigation, if maybe that is possibly, we heard the whole garbage truck thing, but maybe that is some headlights from a vehicle, and that's the vehicle itself. It made me wonder that.
Here's what I'm gonna say about that footage. Linda Lane, while everybody's focused on some crazy lights, they probably weren't focused on what they should have been focused on.
Right.
I didn't study that piece of footage very much. I've seen it. I saw everybody discussing and going crazy over these lights, and I just I'm not even going down that rabbit hole.
Right.
I know where it's going to lead, nowhere, and a bunch of speculation by a bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about to start with. So I blow off that whole thing. If
I agree.
Law enforcement wants to come out and show me some footage and say, look for this car, I'm all ears. But until then, we either have to believe law enforcement's doing a really good job, or we believe they could have done better. I'm not going to sit here and tell you every law enforcement agency in this country is 100% jam up and going to do a great job, because we all know that's not true.
Right.
So the couple of times I have mentioned pressure on law enforcement, it's been taken the wrong way, as if I don't understand how an investigation works. I don't understand keeping stuff close to the vest. I get all of that way better than most of y'all will. I'm not saying pressure on them, they suck at their job. Pressure on them to learn how to handle social media, learn how to handle the parents of missing children. They come with a lot of emotions and a lot of baggage. You better learn to deal with them in this day and age, in the world we live in right now. This ain't 1800s.
And also like what I was saying the other day, can you imagine the frustration of law enforcement? How frustrated
I would be if I was a cop this day and age, with the number of cameras and technology I got out there to track people. Yeah, I'd be frustrated.
Having cases like Summer and having cases like Sebastian, and you don't have anything, and all these people are gabbing this way and gabbing that way, and you guys have your hands full, and it's and you can't come up with nothing, and you're trying your hardest, and you can't. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, and you're trying your hardest, but you just don't have anything because there's no evidence.
Well, it's hard for us to believe this day and age that he can walk out that front door and not be seen by one camera leaving the neighborhood.
Right.
With Elizabeth Smart and JC Dugard, it was different because there weren't cameras everywhere during those times.
Right.
But there is now. And the first thing I did when this child went missing, I went straight to the neighborhood. I do it with every case, and I walked the neighborhood on the maps, and I saw how many houses between his house and the highway. I looked for cameras. I know there's cameras in that neighborhood, and I understand cheap, crappy cameras, but I'm sorry, that camera's going to see the image of somebody walking down the street. May not be a clear image. You may not be able to tell if it's a boy or girl, how tall or short, skin color, but you're going to see something.
Going to see something, yeah.
Yeah.
And
One
you know,
of those cameras is going to see something.
And you know, at first, like I was on, you know, the suspicion of Chris and Katie, but then as I listened to more knowledgeable people talk, I think Seth is just as, you know, I think they've all made bad decisions. I think it's been just a disaster, and they've all made bad decisions, but yet law enforcement hasn't came out and said nothing about none of them. So do I think any of them had anything to do with it at this point? Absolutely not.
Gotcha. Well, guys, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to bring this to a close. I guess my granddaughter got hurt, and we've been going for like 4 hours anyway. So I really appreciate all you guys jumping up here and hanging out today on a Sunday, taking time out to hang out with all of us. Salty, thank you. Thank God.
You're welcome, and I hope your granddaughter's better.
I hope she's okay. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. I think she's gonna be okay, but she's not happy. So, I will talk to everybody on panel once again. Thank you guys for joining me up here. Clue, Andy, JC, Mom, Kimber, and Salty, and Clue, and Cletus. Thank you guys very, very much. Appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Everybody in chat, guys, much love to you all. Please, guys, don't forget to love yourselves, love each other, and don't change a thing about yourselves. You guys are amazing and the beautiful people, guys. I appreciate you very much, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.